Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and
Welcome to Creative.
yes, this may seem different than most Saturdays. We have a partner here that is not normally here on Saturday. He got served some papers from school at like what, 10:30 or 11 p.m. or a.m., not p.m.
Oh, like 9
9 o'clock. Was it that early? That he needed to leave school because he sat next to someone who had a positive COVID test. So he's home for 10 days. And by way of him, so am I. So here we are. And I've missed you guys so much. It has been quite a hot minute since I've been live. Bro, I don't know if you guys have been feeling these energies as well, but whoo, that Schumann has been off the chain. We've had solar tornadoes, we've had solar flares, we've had solar storms, lots of activity, just ascension symptoms basically as well. Oh yes, 11 people and 9 likes on the video. Thank you so much, you guys.
Somebody left.
That's okay. He said he's adorable. Love the Nirvana shirt and everything. Can you say thank you?
Yeah, I wanted to wear it anyways.
You wanted to wear it anyways? It's your favorite. He's always asking for Kurt Cobain in the car when we're driving around. We just listened to it on the way to feed Cindy's cats, didn't we? Awesome. All right. So yes, I had to make myself a little bit of couple of notes here because there's so much that's happened since I've seen you last that I didn't want to miss anything. Thank you. Yes, I agree. He is so cute. But welcome. I'll get to Lekka Ray. I am Amanda. Good to see you back. I am awake till just to interact with you. Hope you are doing well. Well, thanks for staying up to hang out with us. And this, we have a pretty short list so far, and you're already on it. So we should be able to move through it pretty quickly to get to you. And yeah, as far as the little notes that I have here, we hit 10,000 subscribers over on my main channel. I'm still like, how is this even possible that 10,000 people have subscribed to me? I don't know. And of course, that's not why I do what I do. Numbers don't really mean anything, but just sometimes it kind of hits you like, wow, 10,000 people hit the subscribe button. That's insane. So yay, I was pretty happy about that. Just a milestone that I won't say I never thought I'd reach it, because I think somehow, some way I figured maybe years down the road that would happen. I just did not expect it within 2 years of starting my channel. I really did not expect it at all. And yes, another slight change that you might notice here is today, the Saturday show and probably the Wednesday show, I did set a new minimum donation for $10 because Spirit kept telling me, raise the price, raise the price. I had a private session with dear Lori Gore, who's hanging out here in the chat. I don't know if she's here right now. And a couple other people that I've been doing private readings for are like, there's other readers that are charging 3-4 times what you're charging, and you need to charge more. I'm like, oh, no. I love what I do, and, thanks for the advice, but whatever. And then Spirit kept giving me these synchronicities about you need to just raise that minimum just a little more and raise your other prices a little more, not a lot, but a little, to really, kind of, what's the word? Kind of bridge the gap for that energetic exchange, I guess. So, yes, and I did sit down with one of my lives, and spending an average between 5 and 7 minutes on a reading at times. Spirit's always like, let's get it quicker, let's move it quicker. But I think me upping the price a little bit, at least on the Saturday and Wednesday show, will help kind of even out that need to be move it, and still be giving you guys decent readings, and hopefully something worth the value of $10 or whatever it is that you do donate. I'm always very appreciative of any dollar amount at all, or just good vibes. We take it all. And all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. No, Cheyenne, you're good. Anyone who's paid, and I'm actually keeping my old prices through the end of April on any personal readings you book between now and April 30th. So you'll get my old pricing, but May 1st it will go up, just, for the private readings. So if you're already on my contact list and want to book before, you can do that at the old pricing. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. I don't remember. Oh yeah, all your donations do go to help my mom. And yes, I have been working near full time since November on my channel, on my private readings, and on all of these live streams, and accumulated, this is before taxes still, a little over $5,000 in that amount of time. So it is about 6 months worth of time, a little less than 6 months, or maybe a little more, around 6 months, around 6 months worth of time that I've been working almost 40 hours a week to save money. And I was telling Lori, yeah, we've saved, a little over $5,000. And she goes, over 6 months? That's all you've saved? Kind of calling me out, like, that's all you've saved? And I haven't spent any of it, and just saving it, except for we bought the freezer for my mom, the couch, and I'm like, kind of breaking it down. I'm like, this isn't paying anywhere near what a regular full-time job would do, but it's what Spirit's calling me, directing me to do. So there's a little breakdown on the pricing. Of course, I even had to write down here me having to justify. Like, I'm so bad about that, but it's so hard for me as just a person, since I was very little, to receive a gift from someone. I felt like I needed to also give that person and make it up to them, and like give them so much more in return. And even like when I worked at McDonald's, like the motto was, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. And I did not stop. I would get to work, clock in at my McDonald's job in high school, and even if it got slow, I was deep cleaning the grout on the floor. Like, I was busy, like the second I clock in till the second I clock out. Like, I always feel like I have to overproduce when I'm doing anything. And I'm working. Spirit's like, stop it, stop it. Of course, they're much nicer about it than that ego mind that I'm trying to work through with the 4 agreements that I keep preaching to you guys. So yes, I'm really struggling at times to really understand that what I do does help. I mean, I know to my soul what I do helps people, but it's still hard for me to accept an exchange for what I do for other people, because I've just always just given it away, like maybe so much more than I should have. But it helps, like the kind of bridging the gap between that for me right now is that this money doesn't even go to me. It goes to my mom. So that helps me realize that, yes, there is an energetic exchange here. There's a worth to what I'm doing, and it's all going to a good cause anyway. So hopefully everybody who's donating feels they get a good energetic exchange. Thank you so much. Oh, let's catch up on some of your messages here in the chat, since I've just been talking. But yes, that's me still kind of trying to over-justify why I've raised the minimum donation, at least on the Saturday and Wednesday. I will still have the rapid-fire readings at $5 donation, and then anything less than that is a yes or no or 1 card for anything, any day of the lives. Aw, thank you so much, Ethan. Let's scroll back up and get it going here. Let's see. Amanda, you deserve it. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you, Get to Like a Ray. Thank you, Deep Shoe. Oh, Cheyenne, you're so sweet. Thank you. Domini, thank you. MLG. And Robin Stinson, good to see you. Congrats, Amanda. So happy for you. I had a feeling they told you to up it. Yep. They've been calling me out on a lot of things, and I'm like, oh, just let me do this for a little while longer. And of course, Boston is going to be over here playing his game. Let me know if you can hear him typing and clicking the mouse, and if it's too distracting. If he gets too distracting to me, I'm going to send him downstairs. But for now, he's fine. Let's see. So, yes, I will be also still doing the free question mosh pit kind of randomly throughout our live today, Jessica O. So, yes, you may ask a question very shortly when I do call out for that. I will let you know. I'll say, free question mosh pit. And then I'll give you an opportunity to post your question one time and get it going. Thank you so much, G. Soros. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you. Hey, XF, how are you? And yes, I'm behind. I had to scroll back up to catch up with what you guys are saying. And thank you so much, Ethan, for keeping the list here. Oh, we have got Katie W on the list as well. So after Get to Like a Ray, we've got Katie W. So let me just read all of the donations I've got so far. We've got Michelle Lynn, Jamie Lee, yes or no, or 1 card. We've got 2 Get to Like a Ray, and then Katie W. So if you have donated and I have not called out your name, let us know, and we will investigate why you're not showing up here. And yes, Anyone who has booked already with me for private or personal readings, the old pricing will be in effect until, if you book it up until midnight on April 30th, I will honor my old pricing. Naisha's gonna email me. Awesome, sounds good. Oh, thank you so much, G. Soares. All your readings gave me chills. You were very good. Thank you. It's funny because I think Spirit's really testing me with this 4 agreements thing. I got on my May Pick a Card reading is one of the comments. I got a comment. You are not a talented reader. What you do, you're not using your intuition. You're just memorizing the things on the cards. And I was just like, well, thanks for stopping by anyway. I just say what I know the card means and also whatever Spirit shows me, what I hear from Spirit, what I feel from Spirit. And that comment, maybe even a month ago, would have really brought me down the rest of the day. I'd have been like, maybe I'm not a talented reader. But Spirit, I think, sent that comment to me to be like, hey, let's see if she's leveled up as much as she thinks she has. Yay. Oh, Jimmy's here. So good to see you, Jimmy. Wow, it's a pleasure to have you back. Let's see. So, let's see. I relate to that so well. That's why I felt bad for asking favors and readings. Oh, Ethan, you do a lot for us here on the channel, so it's my pleasure to be able to do readings for you whenever I can. And whenever Spirit calls you out of that free question mosh pit, absolutely, there's a reason for it. Amanda, you give so much and can feel you wish to do even more. Yes, and that's funny because I've been doing like so many private and personal readings all week, and then my regular content that I post on my other channel was getting behind, and I'm like, I just don't have enough hours in the day to be able to keep up with the volume of people that want readings from me. And Spirit's like, up the prices. I don't want to, but okay. It's so hard for me, you guys. I just don't understand, but it's a lesson I'm learning and working through right now. Just now coming from someone who wishes to give as well as wishes to repay everyone. You know you're doing enough, maybe even more than enough. Thank you so much, Ethan. So thankful we found you. The Irish psychic I know has different gifts. You're advanced. Oh, thank you. I do what I can. I mean, I'm no one special. I'm just like you guys. I'm a piece of source having this human experience, and I just try to be as open as I can to my own guides of those I'm reading for, and just whatever comes into my head. It's like, you know, it's still hard for me to even be like, oh, you're talented, or oh, you're good at this, because I don't really do much except just be open and then say whatever they're showing me. So it almost feels like, well, it's not even really me doing it. I don't know. It's just coming through somehow, some way. Excellent in your field of work, the best I've come across. Thank you so much, Getuleka. You guys are just the sweetest. Thank you so much, Naija. Hey, Swaroop Bobby, welcome. Good to have you here. And I normally don't talk this much before we just get into it, but I've been gone a hot minute with all of that energy and the Schumann resonance whiteout that we had last week, I do believe it was, or maybe it was earlier this week. See, time to me has just been like this weird thing. It's like I'm existing out of time almost. I don't know if you guys have been feeling the headaches, the lethargy, the just need to sleep, or you can't sleep, or you're too amped up, or you're too tired. I mean, it hits us all differently, and one day we could hit it one way, one day it hits us next. You never know. Don't listen to those haters. Your readings are full of knowledge and guidance, as well as healing energy you apply it into. Don't lose sight of that ever. Thank you so much. Yeah, and comparing my, not that I go around comparing my channel, but I will be on other channels of all sorts, and I never see the kind of high vibe chat or high vibe, what do you call it, like comment section that I see on my channel. So I feel so blessed that I will only get an occasional troll, and I won't even say that person was a troll. I mean, that was their reality. Maybe they don't think I'm a talented reader, and guess what? That's okay. I'm totally okay with that. Love you, sister. You have to value yourself, and others will see your worth. Yes, and that's one thing this 4 agreements thing that I've been working on has been teaching me. But yes, it's not easy. Unlearning all of that programming. It's not easy. Amanda, I'm only in the job until August. Oh, I don't know, is that good or bad? My guess, yes, I haven't been able to sleep. They are a lesson for you. Yes, absolutely. Your readings are so worth it. I listen to them all the time. You've helped us so much. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle Lynn. Hello, Canary. How are you? Okay, I think I've rambled and talked enough. 15 minutes into this live. Let's get it going. I think we're going to pull a card for everyone who's here. We've got 18 people. We've got 14 likes on the video. So let's see what deck. Oh, I know what deck. We're going in with my new, it's called the Shaman's Dream Oracle. If I could grab it. It's really tough to pick up. Okay, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful deck. I'm just obsessed with it. Such a high vibe deck. If you would like one of these, put the word dream in the chat and I will pull a card for you. I will probably most likely just read the card and the number on the card rather than try to break it down so much because I've already spent 15 minutes rambling on, but I missed you guys and I wanted to let you know what's been going on and just see how you guys have been as well. Yes, the art is gorgeous on this deck, absolutely. Let me get a little closer. Okay, we've got some dream coming in. Okay, so we first and foremost, let me make sure. You are special though. Everyone is special in their own way. Thank you so much, Naija. It's good as I was upset and you told me that I'm not there much longer. Oh, gotcha. That's right. That's right. I remember that now, Cheyenne. Absolutely. Well, good. And say August is just a stone's throw away. So make the best of the time you have there. I think you will enjoy your time there if you can just, immerse yourself with the good parts of the job, the good people at the job, and all of that. Okay. All right. Deep Shoe, you enjoy my talking. Well, thank you. Good. All right, Vicki Downey, we're going to start with your dream. Ooh, you get 2 cards today. We've got Empty Well, Time to Replenish with the number 16, which adds up to 7. All about that introspection, that hermit mode, going within, researching, connecting to your higher self. Ooh, and you've also got another 7. Look at this, 2 7s, straddling worlds, wandering between realms. So you really are kicking up some awesome spiritual insight there, Vicki. You're really getting attuned to your higher self. Maybe precognitive dreams as well. Ethan wants a card. Let's get a card for Ethan. You have Deep Diver, diving deep into a task with the number 10. So this is a new beginning you're coming into. Maybe a new project you're wanting to start or a new way of communicating, researching something and you're wanting to dive deep into it. But to me, it feels something very new and very fresh coming up for you very soon. Okay, Cheyenne wants a card. Let's get a card for Cheyenne. We've got here the Farther Gate, bold step forward, big changes coming. There are the double 5s there, master number 55. Big changes coming, but look, we've got here, this gate is open right here. You're walking through this gate, but right up shortly. And to me, this could be August energy for that new job. You're going to be opening that new gate. It's just something you're going to be able to push right open. There's no lock. There's no key to be found. It's just going to open right up. All right. Damini. Let's get a card for Damini. And we got Mo Khan donating as well. If Ethan can get Mo on the list, I would greatly appreciate that as well. So that would appear after, I think it was KDW. Or let's see, double check that I'm not lying and that I'm telling the truth. Yes, KDW. Okay. So Damini's card. We have here Stranger Curiosity, number 53. This is taking action in a new direction or just leaning more into something that you've kind of just dipped your toe in because this guy's kind of on the edge of this little pool here. It's like he's maybe dipped his toe into something, maybe a creative endeavor or a project, or maybe even a relationship with someone. But there's some curiosity here. So follow that curiosity, like follow that down a little rabbit hole and really take action because whatever you're curious about right now could actually bring you some financial abundance. That's awesome. All right, Robin Stinson wants a card. Get into this for Robin. There it is. Ooh, you're also straddling worlds, wandering between realms, and you have the number 7, that introspection, that hermit mode, that research, all of that. So going within is really going to bring you the answers you seek, and you probably are having some spiritual epiphanies or contact with your guides. The synchronicities even for you and Vicki, who also got that card, are going to be off the chain. So that's awesome, Robin. Okay, Michelle Lynn wants a card. Woo, that's too many. Michelle Lynn. All right, here you are. Skywriting the fates. Ooh, there is a turning point coming up for you. And the number 49 there adds up to 13, which adds up to 4. This is all about building a stable new foundation, support from those in your world, in your life, and your spirit team. But watching the clouds, watching the moon, watching the night sky, you may get connected to your guides or even, interdimensional beings, extraterrestrials, whatever you want to look up into the sky. You may have really been felt just directed to be looking up in the sky a lot lately, Michelle, and it wouldn't be a bad idea because you may get a literal sign from spirit. I just saw a heart-shaped cloud in my mind's eye, so they might be sending you heart-shaped clouds to let you know you're on it. All right, let's see who's after Michelle Lynn. Sorry, my chat just totally jumped, so I got to find my way back up. Deep Shoe wants a card. Card for Deep Shoe. We've got, you get 2. We've got a 28, which adds up to a 10, which adds up to 1, and then another 1. So the number 11 may be significant. This is all about awakening. This is about new beginnings. A tidy house, clarity and organization. So cleaning your room, cleaning your space, just cleaning out your own mental clutter, your own mental chatter will really help you. Also, hollow bone, teachability. So you really are kind of examining some of your own belief systems to, I'm seeing especially ways that you've operated or thought about yourself or things you thought were not possible. Maybe you're thinking, well, maybe they can be possible. And then finding some sort of teacher or guru. Could be someone on YouTube or just someone in your life that maybe you're listening more to the guidance that they have to offer you, because it is guidance that is coming directly from spirit. Okay, Kat wants a card. Here we go, Kat. Crown Games, right use of power with the number 8. This is all about taking action for the things that you know are in your best interest or for your highest good. So you are using your power for your benefit and for the benefit of others. So this is saying kind of being your own advocate, not being anyone's victim. So you're going to be doing very well with that coming up. Okay, Aleka Ray wants a card. Okay, what do we have here? Cosmic Womb, the divine feminine with the number 6. This is all about balance and unconditional love. So really, that cosmic womb, that's where creation begins. And I'm really seeing you kind of going within, really kicking up your spiritual practice up a notch. I know that you are already very spiritual, but this is some sort of idea or something that Spirit's giving you that can be a way to enhance the spiritual practice you already have. And it may actually include getting out in nature even more, or if you're already doing your nature practices, spiritual practices, maybe you're just doing more of it. Okay, Nyaja wants a card. I am at, let's see, it's 2:24 here, so I think that will be 14:24 where I'm at. Sores. If I'm saying your name right. Yeah, so it's, So I'm a little behind you time-wise, yeah. Okay. So we are going to Nyaja. Nyaja wants a card. Nyaja, jeweled web connectivity, the number 32. So you're changing the ways you connect to those in your life. Maybe you're getting deeper and stronger connections to those you speak to online, or finding new friends online, like-minded individuals, very spiritual people. But you are also kind of coming to this epiphany, Nyaja, that you are connected to everything, to animals, to the earth, to interdimensional beings, even more than you knew. And of course, we all know that on some level, but it's going to really resonate in your soul. You're really going to know, wow, I am connected. Okay, Adrian wants a card. All right, Adrian, you also got Cosmic Womb, the divine feminine with the number 6, all about balance, unconditional love. This mostly, for me, for you, Adrian, is all about you loving yourself and kind of becoming your own mother for a while, because there's a creative project or something that you want to manifest that you need to plant that seed for, that there's a little embryo there that you need to nurture and care for, almost like you are the mother of this project. If this is something about your own self, you leveling up spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, taking the utmost care of yourself is going to be key in getting you down that path. All right, Jimmy wants a card. Let's get Jimmy a card. Jimmy, you've got perfect storm, the courage to step into life with the master number 44. And the crow symbolism here may be very important for you. You can have some additional homework by looking up the crow spirit guide, or maybe you've been seeing a lot of crows near where you live lately, or just symbolism of the crow. But this is just letting you know you are in the eye of the storm, and you really have stepped into who you are on that soul level, and your life path, your life mission. You're really going after your dreams, and you're making those dreams a reality. So keep going, Jimmy. You're on the right track. All right, Canary wants a card. Oh, welcome, new subscriber. If you'd like me to pull you a card and you're just popping in, go ahead and put the word dream, and we will get right into it for you. All right, Canary, you've got also perfect storm, and I really shuffled those. So pretty much everything I just said for Jimmy really does apply to you as well. But this is you just stepping into what you know is right for you. If you're in school, or if you are in a career of some sort, however it resonates, you're just really taking it up a notch and really stepping into your true power, your true authenticity as well. All right. Gee, Suarez wants a card. Okay, we've got here. Ooh, Fool's Embrace. Transmuting pain with the master number 22 here. So this, you may be seeing a lot of 22s, or the number 1111, because 11 plus 11 equals 22. But this is you awakening. This is you releasing some of the past wounds, past pain, past trauma that you succumbed to or suffered. That might all be coming up for you. This is a collective thing for many of us right now. We are missing those who have passed away. We are, thinking back on the past and wishing certain relationships could have worked out differently. A lot of us are going through this right now. But this is coming up for us to finally transmute that pain. And we gotta feel it, to heal it, to deal with it, to be able to move on with our lives. And that's what you're going through right now. Gee, Soras, or maybe very soon here, but this is for your highest good and for your soul's evolution. All right, Swaroop Bobby wants a card. We've got here Stars in the Sky, Limitless Possibility with the number 51, which adds up to a 6. So you really are tapping into this inner potential that you didn't know you had. And you're doing it from this place of unconditional love, or maybe even going within, doing some meditation, getting out in nature. Those are ways you can unconditionally love and care for yourself, is by connecting to nature. Okay. G Girl 2020 wants a card. We've got here Benefactor, Grace and Generosity with the number 3. So there's someone who wants to give you some sort of gift or helping hand. Maybe someone just offering to run some errands for you, or do a favor for you, or take something off your plate, or you could delegate some of your stuff to them so you have other things you can be working on, because 3 is a number of collaboration as well. And you may even be this benefactor to certain people in your life, G Girl. But this is a very creative number as well. So this to me feels like you wanting to do some sort of creative project, or getting other people's insight or input, or maybe someone's donating money to you so you can actually buy the materials you need to create something along those lines. It's really cool. All right. Hello, Horoscope Queen. Yes, you can be added. If you put the word dream, we will pull you a card. Dream for Steve Shoe's mom. We've got here Moon Maiden, New Beginnings, and the number 41 adds up to 5, so there are big changes coming. So just a new beginning that's going to really create a big change in her life coming up. Okay, MK wants a card. Hello, Archie, how are you? Okay, MK. We've got here Lost Compass, getting back to integrity with the number 8. So this is you taking action to dive deeper into that true authentic self, and letting those layers of who you thought you were, who the world told you to be, who society told you to be, you're letting those layers slough away, and you're going within to find that compass is your soul. So you're going to that true north of what you're here to do. And by going within, you're going to be able to get back to your integrity, get back to your, path, what you incarnated to actually come here and do. So it's beautiful energy. Okay, we've got Horoscope Queen that wants a card. We've got here Caterpillar. It's so cute. Caterpillar, Opportunity. That cute little caterpillar. Number 4. So there's an opportunity coming to you. And with this 4, this is all about spiritual support, spiritual help, and guidance. And I think this opportunity is actually going to come to you, Horoscope Queen, through your own thought process. That's how your guides like to talk to you, is through your own thoughts. Lately, that's really how they've been communicating with you. So there's an opportunity coming up. Maybe you're getting an idea like, maybe I should do this, or maybe I should try that. That is Spirit offering you a new opportunity. So Archie wants a card. All right, we got a card here. Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation with the number 15, which adds up to 6. So Archie, you are moving out of something that you felt stuck in or stagnant in. And I think your way out is going to be going within. I mean, that's such a theme for the collective right now. Your way out is always going in. So by going within, doing that self-care, self-love, self-work, you're going to be able to come out of this sense of stagnation, or like nothing exciting is going on or in life, or like your dream is not becoming reality. Go within to be able to find the answers you seek to give you the next step on your path. Okay. You want a message, go ahead and put the word dream in the chat and I will pull you a card. If you're just now popping in, I'm just going to scroll. You're all so very welcome. Let's see. Just jumped. I got to go back up. Okay, so, Cheyenne's dad wants a card. Let's get Cheyenne's dad a card. Oh, and then the Aries will get you a card as well. So for Cheyenne's dad, Fool's Embrace with the 22 there. I did talk about this card earlier, but transmuting pain. So there may be some stuff coming up from the past that he's dealing with or going through right now that's going to help him level up. But he needs to be able to feel this, to heal it, to deal with it coming up. He may be seeing a lot of 22s or the number 1111 a lot. All ways that Spirit's communicating. Okay, so the Aries, let's get a card for the Aries. You have here the Eye of the Needle, intentionality with the number 8, which is all about taking action. Taking action with intention is going to be key for you to be able to get it right the first time, because think about threading a needle. Usually you lick the thread, or get it real nice and pointy to try to get it right through that needle, but a lot of times, you go right, you go left, you don't quite get it. But when you set intentions, take this as a metaphor. When you set an intention, I'm going to accomplish this, or I'm going to manifest this. When you set that intention, you're doing part of the work already, just setting the intention, because this is kind of a card of not letting life happen to you, but letting life happen for you. And life will feel like it's happening for you when you're setting intentions. And also with that 8, there's financial abundance to be had coming up for you. Okay, Canary 002, we did yours, I do believe. If I missed anybody, or else you're just coming in, put the word dream, and I will get you. MLG, did I get, I don't remember, because a couple of you have put the word dream a few times, and I know there are certain ones. No, I didn't do MLG. MLG, I will get you a card. Okay, MLG. Oh, that's too many. We've got here Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine. So really tapping into that Divine Feminine. If there's a project or just self-leveling up that you want to be doing, really nurture yourself. Act as your own mother, or the mother to your own inner child. And that's really going to help support you through whatever it is you're trying to create and manifest in your life. Okay, I think I've got everyone here on my list. Oh, Dr. Lupo's here. Hello. Leilani wants a dream card. All right, Leilani, Dragon's Horde, protecting the future. So we've got the number 12 here, which adds up to a 3. All about that creative energy, maybe even collaboration. It might be hard for you to allow other people to collaborate with you coming up, because you feel so protective of the job or the project, or whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you're trying to create in your life. You feel too protective of it to let other people in. Maybe you're kind of not even letting other people know, hey, I'm working on this. You're just working on it kind of in secret and not letting other people know, because it's almost like this is your baby and you want to protect it. But this is to say, once you feel it's pretty stable and secure, you can let other people in to know what you got going on, or maybe they can help. And I just heard, don't block your blessings. So there may be certain people in your life that want to help, that may be letting them in to help, using your own intuition, of course. But yeah, Caterpillar, yes, such a funny card. Can't hang long, have to get everything set up, and we have a special guest do readings with us. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, after my live, at some point, Dr. Lupo will be going live this evening as well. Okay, so I will let him link you, or I can link you later to his channel so you don't miss that tonight as well. Go support his channel. He does amazing readings over there as well. Let's see. Did I get everyone who wanted a dream card? No, we've got Davika. Davika, let's get you a dream card. All right, we've got here Dragon's Hoard as well, protecting the future. So you feel very protective over something you're trying to manifest or create in your life. And again, like we had just told the other person, this is all about letting certain people in. Of course, using your intuition. There are certain people that want to help you. You don't have to carry the burden or the load all by yourself. So allow other people to come in and help you. That will make you feel more supported as well. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we got, it just jumped. Let me go back up. That was for Davika. You're so welcome, MK. Just wanted to ask, you mentioned that you felt Christian and I are mirrors for each other. What did you mean by that exactly? Well, basically every relationship in our life is a mirror, but especially those who we consider a soulmate or a twin flame, they really mirror us. They trigger us in ways no others can. But what I mean about that is the things he's going through, you're also going through, but maybe not in the same way. It's like the feelings he has or he's trying to transmute or that are coming up, you're getting that in another way. And sometimes when there is a codependency, not saying you guys are, but in a codependent relationship, a lot of times one or even both of the partners will take on the other people's stuff, even when it has nothing to do with them. But the mirror thing is, usually anything that hits your reality, even like Christian's problems, they're not your problems, but the fact that they're hitting your reality, there's something for you to learn. It's like you're looking into that mirror, it's showing you something. Of course, what that something is for you to decide by going within and try to figure that out. All right. You're so welcome to Aries. Get to Lekka. I'm pretty sure I did yours. Yeah, you'll have to go back up. You were kind of toward the beginning. Mocon wants a card. We've got here the Garden of Venus. Beautiful. Rest and renewal. And there's the 25, all about that. Hermitude. The solitude and the hermit. The hermitude that I like to make up words here on my channel. So maybe you're coming up or about to leave this feeling of hermitude where you just need to go within for a little bit to kind of clear your energy from other people and really examine on that soul level what it is you want out of life. Wow, I didn't realize we'd be doing the oracle picks for so long, but I'm having fun. I'm just sorry to those who are on my list that were waiting a little longer, but hey, I'm here for it. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Getuleka. Yeah, sometimes I talk so fast, maybe someone didn't hear their name, but it's there. So if you watch the replay or scroll back, you'll be able to find it. Oh, Robin Stinson, Dream for Her Mom. And that's after RM, that's going to be the last one we pull, because I do want to, we're 38 minutes in. I haven't done one donated reading yet, but I love you guys all. And I just want to say thank you for bearing with me all these canceled live streams that we've had the last week and a half to 2 weeks. I've missed you guys so much. Okay, so for Robin Stinson's mom, we've got the number 57, the Unmarked Trail Revelation at 57. That adds up to a, let me see, 12. I do believe, yes, 12, which adds up to a 3, which is all about creativity and support. But your mom's about to have this kind of epiphany or aha moment in her life with the Unmarked Trail there, and she's maybe going off with the Unmarked Trail. She's a pathfinder or a way shower, blazing her own trail and finding her own way in something. And that could even look like her trying to do something the traditional way and it's just not working. So kind of going off, using her intuition, blazing her own trail would be better suited for her than trying to do it the quote-unquote traditional way, whatever that means for her in her life. RM wants a card, and then we are getting into our readings. RM, your card is the number 42. There's a lot of 6s, lots of unconditional loving energy pouring in for you guys today. Netcaster, preparations come to fruition. So listen to this, RM. Anything you've been preparing and planning and putting a lot of energy and attention and love and time into, it's about to come to fruition and manifest for you in your life. So get ready, buckle up. Anything you've been putting that beautiful intention into is about to come to fruition for you. I love that. All right. Yes, the live will absolutely be available after. And if at any point you have a reading, you can always select, if you want me to timestamp it for you by verbally saying, oh, we're at the 40-minute, 10-minute mark or 10-second mark, then you can keep that or write it down. And then when the video posts to my channel, you can comment your own timestamp. So you can go back to it even 3 years down the road. It will be available for you if you want to do that. And like I do this a lot with Dr. Lupo. When he does readings for me on his channel, I'll comment, 36 minutes and 40 seconds, my reading with John. And then I'll put it in a little playlist that I call my readings or whatever. Make your own YouTube playlist, and then you can save the video into that playlist, and then you can just find your comment in that when you click it 3 years from now, 5 years from now, because I don't delete these, they will be there. So if you want to do that and kind of start keeping track of the guidance you're receiving, feel free to do that. Feel free. Okay. So what do we got here? It just sucks being affected so deeply, but with the experience, I learned to block his problems and learn that his problems aren't my own. Absolutely. You can hold space for someone without taking on. Think of you having a clear glass of water and someone has a glass of, red Kool-Aid. When they dump their problems into you, you're tinted pink now. Your energy isn't, oh, thank you. Yes, I love the angel light. Such a beautiful, I've been loving, my dreams have been off the chain with this angel light. I'm able to connect with John 2 or 3 times a week in my dream state without even trying. I've had dreams about my grandma. My own guides and angels are coming to me. If you want to be able to communicate through your dreams or through the astral, get yourself some angel light. Just wear it either a palm stone you can put under your pillow, hold it in your hand all night, or wear it as a necklace. It's just a very soft stone, so be careful immersing it in water. Sometimes I shower in mine. I know I'm not supposed to, but I kind of cleanse it as I clean myself. But it's beautiful. Yeah, it is. I don't know, man. The communication or the veil has been thin, and the communication has been extreme with all of this energy that's been pummeling the planet. Of course, my headaches and migraines don't appreciate it so much, but I keep letting myself know, hey, this is for higher purposes, for a higher purpose. I can do it. I can do it. I can survive. Yes. But yeah, that's a good idea, Ethan, to just hold space for Christian without, taking those problems in and tinting your clear water pink. And even any of you, if you listen to other people's gossip or go online, like even scrolling Facebook or something and reading other people's dirty laundry they're airing out, you're tinting your own clear liquid with that energy. Is that something you really want? Especially watching the news. Don't do it. That's like a black tar that's tinting your beautiful energy. So yes, I think we're going to get into these readings now. So I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out and doing the fun free readings just to get us started here. But I know we're starting with Michelle Lynn. So if Ethan has my list, you pinned me above. I truly see a clear future with him and want to be with him for the rest of my life. That's beautiful. I don't know that I could ever say that at that age, but old souls know what they know. And there are certain people I've had in my life that I knew would be in my life forever, and they weren't always a love interest until I met my husband. Then I was like, yep, here we are. And we had another donation come in from KDW as well. So KDW, then Mocon, and then KDW again. So we could put KDW times 2. If we could do that, Ethan, that would be amazing. Yes, Mocon would be after KDW. I forgot. I don't know if maybe I didn't mention that. Yeah, Mo, M-O-E. And then K-H-A-N is how you spell Mocon. 2 words, Mo and then Con. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate you. So Michelle Lynn, my dear, finally, we're getting into our list, but I just wanted to hang out and not have to speed race through everything just to get going because I love you guys and I want to give you as much of my energy and attention as I can without making you feel rushed through the line. So I hope you didn't ever feel rushed here on my channel. I always love to accommodate everybody. whether you're paying or just hanging out alike. I mean, I just want to give good energy for everybody. Okay, having a breakthrough with my self-love and forgiving myself feels like a death and rebirth, possibly connected to the full moon. Beautiful. I have Scorpio in Pluto in the 2nd house. Can I get a time frame when I will feel like myself again? I want to fall in love with me and a new career. Also, I'm curious if I can get a time frame when I'll meet my soulmate. Self-love is first, but so curious, girl. Okay, yes, we will get into this for you, Michelle Lynn. Let's head right over to, we're actually gonna also use the deck we did for everybody's dream. Oh, and hot tip for those of you who are wondering what this is all about. Well, I got some lint from my sweatshirt. I apologize. This is all TMI, but this amount of sweat, this is what happens when I channel. I just sweat from the armpits. Nowhere else, thank God. But the armpits, it's just like a river running down. That's my one thing I don't like about having to do this. Yeah. Oh, Kat. I'm Kathy W. and I only sent one payment. I'm not sure why it's popping up twice. Oh, that is interesting. Oh, Katie R. Okay, see, this is what happens when I got 2 Catherines, 1 W, 1 R. So let's amend our list here, Ethan. I apologize. We've got Kat W, or Kat is Katie W here. So Kat, then Mo Khan, then Katie R. See what I did? I mixed the 2 of them together and made it one big thing. I apologize. But yes, this is the one thing that I'm like kind of self-conscious about having to channel information. It just sweat. And I'm not even hot. It just happens when I'm channeling. So I guess if you want physical evidence, there's something going on with me. There it is. Okay. So for Michelle Lynn, yes, we now will get back into this. Now we got the housekeeping in order. Thank you, Ethan. You are a rock star. Before we go tonight, Ethan, we're going to get a reading for you for all of your lovely help. You don't know how much I appreciate you. Thank you. So put your name on that list after KDR, Ethan, and we'll get into it for you as well. As a thank you for keeping me sane. So for Michelle Lynn, let's reread this. Having a breakthrough with my self-love forgiveness feels like a death and rebirth. Possibly, let's start here. Feeling connected to the full moon. I have Scorpio in Pluto in the 2nd house. And Scorpio and Pluto in the 2nd house. Can I get a time frame of when I will feel like myself again? I will fall in love with me and a new career. Curious about a time frame. Sweet baby. Where you want to go read now, or okay. I don't want you on the screen forever. So if I'm on here 4 hours, you're not on there 4 hours. There will be reading. There will be outside. There will be something. Take off my mom hat. Okay. So we got 2 cards coming out for you, Michelle. The number 50, Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure. So this is you, even if you don't feel like you have moved very much, this transformation, this death and rebirth process has really, I'm now seeing like you hop timelines. Spirit gave me 2 timelines and it wasn't even like they converged. It's like you just hopped. Like those people who are on like there's 2 trains passing and you train hop, like you hop from one train to the next. That's what you've recently done. You've hopped timelines, completely hopped timelines. But this is putting you toward adventure, toward excitement, toward just love and passion in your life. You've hopped to a more optimal timeline to support more passion, more love, more excitement, more joy, more self-love. It feels so good. And maybe even visiting, if you live near a river or know of a river that you can visit, even a public place that you can visit where there's river access, do it, because you can even grab a little rock from the riverside there and put your intention that your manifestations will come to light, and then put it in the river, throw it out in the river. A beautiful way to set an intention. And you also have the number 53 here. So you have the big changes coming. And that big change I saw was that timeline hop, literal hop. But the number 53 here is taking action with curiosity. So I just also heard Spirit say, when you do what you've always done, you'll get what you always got. So trying new things will bring in this new energy of adventure. Trying a new restaurant, something as simple as trying a new restaurant or wearing a color you don't normally wear will be enough to shift your energy and bring some curiosity into your life. And if there's anything you have been curious about lately, Michelle, feel free to dive into that and really, because again, like I said with the dream cards we pulled for everyone, this guy, it's almost like he's got his toe in the water, but this is almost telling you just to dive right in. Look at that. So anything you've kind of dipped your toe in or been curious about, dive right into it because there's some really cool stuff there for you. Let's see if we can get a time frame. Let's see when you'll start feeling like yourself again from Michelle Lynn. We've got 2. It's usually 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or February, but I'm actually seeing this is about 2 weeks from now. You're going to have some sort of breakthrough where you're just feeling really on top of your game in such a big, beautiful way. But let's see. And then we will tap into that other energy for you with a relationship. Let's see, soulmate, yeah. So I knew he was a soulmate. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh no, I'm reading Ethan here. It's just ever since I encountered him online, I felt drawn to him, deep connection. Yeah, it is a deep soul connection. So when you'll meet your soulmate, but let's just see anything else that needs to come out about you feeling like yourself. You've got don't let pride get in your way. So to me, this is your own belief systems or limiting beliefs about yourself. Like, oh, I'm too fat, I'm too ugly, I'm too, whatever we say to ourselves that are lies. So not true. Don't let that stop you from trying new things, especially if you're trying new things like trying a new color or, styling your hair slightly different than you normally would. Don't let your limiting beliefs about yourself stop you from trying new things. Let's get a couple self-care messages from Michelle Lynn. We've got health checkup, so 26 adds up to an 8, so taking action in the direction of your health. So if you feel there's some of the stuff you've been dealing with, if there are more tests that you feel intuitively that need to be run, or just doing a checkup, a check-in on yourself, your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical health, just checking in with your own body and asking her what she wants, what she needs would really help. But this is you taking proactive action with your own health, especially if you felt a little off or kind of just like you could feel better, especially with all this energy pouring into the planet. Any intuitive hits you've gotten to change your diet or certain habits aren't good for you. Speaking of habits that aren't good for you, I don't drink coffee. I quit drinking coffee in February of 2017, but I had such a headache earlier, and I don't take ibuprofen or anything like that, so I had to go get myself some caffeine. So don't judge me. But just like that, I once in a great while I will have coffee, and I felt I needed it today so I could show up as my best for you guys. But any little habits or something that you need to examine, don't let pride get in your way. Don't try not to make excuses for yourself like I just did. You want to do a detox. That is your higher self. That is your guides and angels stepping in to say, hey, you could do better if you follow through with this guidance. Let's get a timeline on that soulmate coming in. I just saw 2022, very, very brightly, boldly. Let's see, maybe a month in 2022 that's going to come up. We've got 5. That's a year from now. That's May. Or, I don't know, 5. What else could that represent in 2022? 5 weeks into 2022? 5 days into 2022? 5 months into 2022 absolutely would be May. So I'm seeing it around or maybe even before May of 2022. But again, remember, you just recently did a major timeline hop. You could make this even quicker by just continuing that self-love, self-care, following your guidance. And I still do see you getting that different job soon as well. And I think we had discussed that May would be your month, kind of maybe toward the end of May would be your month to be able to leave the job you're currently at. I do still see you on that trajectory. But again, actions you take or don't take I always say take the time that I give you with a grain of salt, because timelines are constantly shifting, merging, collapsing, and all the above. I keep getting different time frames for meeting him, and I can't wait. Yes, let's hope it's sooner than later, because that's so much fun. It's always better to feel like you're in life with someone, like there's a teammate, like a partner to do things with. It's beautiful. So if that resonated, Michelle, thanks again for your lovely donation. And thanks for posting the list, Ethan. Okay, Jamie Lee, your yes or no question, go ahead and post that now, my dear. And then Get to Leka Ray ×2, you are on deck very soon. So Get to Leka, you can even post your 2 questions. Actually, you did post your questions on PayPal. So if you want me to just read them from PayPal, I can do that. But just let me know you're still here, Get to Leka, so that you can know. And if you guys want me to shout out the timestamp that you can comment, just let me know that as well when I get into your question. You can just say timestamp, please, or whatever. And then I'll remember to be like, oh, like right now we're at 55 minutes and 11 seconds into the live stream. So, what we got here? So Jamie Lee, if you're here, my dear, go ahead and post your yes or no question, and then Get to Leka Ray. I've got your 2 questions, but just say, hey, I'm here, or whatever, and that lets me know you don't fall asleep or something. But either way, we will get your questions answered. Get to Leka. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink of my water. And a little sip of my coffee. It's funny, you can tell I haven't had coffee in a long time. This is a 20 ounce. It's still right up around here, and I got it this morning. So that tells you how much of it I've actually drank. Taking my time with it. Jamie Lee, are you still here? I'm not seeing Jamie Lee, but Jamie Lee, when you pop in, we will get you next. I'm going to get into Get to Leka Ray's first question. When will I meet my soul tribe? So I'm going to roll the die and then get some cards on that soul tribe as well. Just see. I have a feeling you've met certain people that feel kind of like soul family members online. People you've met online. You probably have a couple of close either family members that are soul tribe members or friends, people that are around you that you feel that kindred spiritedness with. I can already sense at least 3 people in your life that are part of your soul tribe, soulmates. We've got a number 6 here. Could be 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, or the 6th month, which is June, this coming June. But you've already met some of them, and you're going to keep meeting them along your journey, is what I'm hearing. But let's go ahead and get into the, what do you call this? The angels and ancestors. Ooh, that one turned. These 2 turned. Okay. We've got Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. And also Seer. See beyond the current situation. So especially if you feel like, I wish I had a soul tribe. I wish I had a soul tribe. Instead of saying, I wish I had a soul tribe in your head, tell yourself, I have a soul tribe. I have a soul tribe. And then the universe will meet you halfway and actually bring you more of those soul tribe members. And with the Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. To me, this is you actually going to some sort of class where there's yoga or meditation or some sort of spiritual retreat that you either travel to or that's in your local area that you go to, and you will meet some soul family members at that place. Could be a yoga studio, could be a place to meditate. I mean, we do have the seer here as well. Very spiritual people, very spiritual place. You'll meet these people if you meet them in person. But if you meet these people online, it might be through spiritual modalities like tarot or meditation, yoga, tai chi, all these different modalities, more spiritual things, spiritual ways to connect with others. You may meet some soul family or soul tribe members that way as well. Let's get one more card about this. Ooh, we got 2 want to come out. These 2 right here. We've got don't let your past hold you back with the South Node, and communication is key with the new moon in Gemini. So especially if you've had trouble making friends like in school or when you were younger, don't let that fact or your past hold you back from actually making friends with those soul tribe members, because there's nothing that could keep you away from these soul tribe members. You're meant and you're destined to meet these people, and then from there on you're going to help walk each other home again, is what I'm hearing. But you being in a more communication front is going to help. If you're anything like me, I'm usually really shy unless it's someone I know and feel like totally, like if I reached out to them, they wouldn't think I was some sort of stalker or weirdo. it's hard for me to be the one to make the first move with communication, just in general, in a lot of things. It's usually someone comes to me and then I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. And then I reciprocate whatever they say. But communication will be key, or putting yourself out there and speaking more, sharing more of your truth, even in communications, like say around your office or at work or in other social gatherings or social situations. Even if you feel like, well, what if these people judge me and think I'm weird for sharing my truth? It doesn't matter, because those soul tribe members won't judge you for that. They will actually really embrace you for that. And especially if you are shy, this is going to be your ticket to more of your soul tribe members, is to reach out more. I think my dad and Ashwin Mathria are soul tribe. Not sure if anyone else. Yes, they probably are. Use your intuition on that. But let's go ahead and get a message from your guides. Beautiful. You're getting more people in your life very shortly, over the course of the next 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, or even as soon as June. But I even see you meeting people next year and the next. I mean, you're just going to keep bringing them on. And you can even meet soul tribe members online, like right here, right now. You probably have some soul tribe members here in this chat right now. You never know. Let's go ahead and go to spellcasters for a message from your collective guides. Message, guys, select array. Woo, that's too many, but we will take that one and that one. What we got here? Ooh, we've got life, purpose, and trust. So they want you to trust that the people that are meant to be in your life, that the purpose that you're meant to live and lead on this planet, trust that you're on the path. Trust that your intuition, those intuitive nudges you get in your thoughts, or just feelings you get, I need to do this, or I should try that. Follow that intuition, because it is leading you down the path of your life purpose. And again, I always say, we don't just have one life purpose. We have lots of little life purposes. Just you smiling at a stranger could be part of your life purpose. You rescuing an animal could be part of your life purpose. I don't know, lots of little examples Spirit's giving, but just being that kind-hearted, loving soul that you came here to be is your life purpose. Shining your light is your life purpose. There may be a job or just something that really fulfills you, some sort of healing modality. You are a healer. So some sort of way you can heal or send that white light or that beautiful energy to other people, I think is a big part of your purpose, but it's something you do without even understanding or realizing or knowing that you do. You just do it. You're just that shoulder to cry on, or that really good person that people know they can count on and rely on and go to for help when they need it. And that is a big part of what you're here to do, is support others. But trust your own intuition, trust your guidance, trust that you're on the right path. Even if you feel like where you're at in life isn't where you want to be, trust that you're in the right place at the right time, because wild horses couldn't drag you from the situations, from the opportunities, from the people, from the abundance that is meant for you. Wild horses could not drag it away from you. So if something doesn't work out, or something's really rough and rocky and hard to push forward, it's probably not for you. But that's not to say, because there are certain things in life, that, think of the diamond. It comes up against the pressure and the hardness and the roughness to be able to create that diamond. So yes, it went through a lot of hard times and stuff to get where it is. So take those things that didn't work out, the relationships that didn't, serve your highest good, situations that serve your highest good. Take these lessons and painful experiences as kind of that hardening or roughness that's really shaping that diamond that is you. You're learning from those things as well. They're just as much gifts and abundance to you as the positive things. But we just usually look at problems as problems, right? We don't look at problems as opportunities, but these problems actually are shaping you into who you're here to be and what you're here to learn. So they're just as important as the good things for all of us. We also have the masculine. So we've got here the number 42, which adds up to 6, which is that unconditional feminine energy. So to me, this is almost like you're balancing the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I think you feel best in the divine feminine just in your personal life, but in your job and that leadership role that you play at work, you really are on your game with the masculine energy in your life. So it's like you're getting a good balance of feminine and masculine here that is really serving you in life. So keep being balanced in your masculine and your feminine, and you're going to be all right. That's what Spirit wants you to know, Gitaleka. Hope that resonated for you. And thanks again for both of your lovely donations. Okay, up next, did Jamie Lee ever come back? We'll keep her on the list at the very least. So if Jamie Lee comes back, can someone tag me and let me know? Because I sometimes get real zoned out when I'm reading and channeling that I don't actually read a lot of the comments unless it's the person I'm doing the reading for. I like zero right in on them. Unless you tag me orange at the Done Creative, I don't see it a lot of times. So Katie W., you are Kat. Sorry, Kat, you are next, my dear. And then Mo, you're on deck. And then Katie R., you're after Mo. And then whenever Jamie Lee pops back in, we'll pick her up because she was at the top of the list. We had to skip her because she wasn't here. She may have had to go or something. So General for Kat. Thanks again. Good to see you again, Kat. I hope you're doing well. Ooh, we're going over here to the Archangel deck for Kat. Anything Kat needs to know, Spirit. Got one coming in. Ooh, that's too many. But they said take that one. Okay, what else? What else? Woo, 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 woo. Lots going on here. Wow. So look at this. You've got 2 cards from Archangel Ariel, Ariel. So that might be an Archangel that's really working with you right now. But the first card that came out was this one, Overcoming Difficulties. So the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So any small setbacks you've had lately or in the recent past, this is energy letting you know you're overcoming that. You're really ready to make a change or create something new from those difficulties you just overcame. And then with Spread Your Wings, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect, and you are ready to soar. So as you overcome these difficulties in the coming weeks, days and weeks, I think you're almost there if you're not already there. Any little thing that's kind of you feel like is standing in your way or kind of holding you back, it's working out right now for your highest good. But once that starts to really work out, the plans, the ideas that you've had, start taking action on them. You're ready. Spread your wings. This is that full energy coming in to have a new, beautiful new beginning. And also prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So yes, your material needs are going to be provided as you use that intuition, because your intuition is steering you in a beautiful place, a place where you're going to feel like life can't get better. Like, especially if you felt like, oh, I wish my life was better. The more you follow those intuitive nudges, it's like you're digging. We all do. We dig ourselves out of the hole that maybe we had created at one point, and we really, a lot of times we just think, well, I'm stuck here. This is it. This is my life. And then again, going back to what I always say is we feel like life is happening to us rather than for us. But when you can start, any difficulties that come up, these are also beautiful gifts to you, beautiful opportunities to you as well to grow from, like we were talking about with Gitaleka Ray's reading. But certain obstacles or stagnancies or stuck energy that you felt in your life, you're learning lessons from that. That's why it's there. And once you do learn the lesson, that's when things will move forward. Not to say that you'll never feel stuck or stagnant again, because life is like that cycle or the wheel energy, This too shall pass, both good and bad. I mean, you can't always be 100% on top of everything all the time, because that wheel finally turns. But then when everything's bad, you're down on your luck and everything's just not working in the speed you want it to, just know your time to shine is coming up again. So life is a cycle. Okay, what else? What else for Kat? Woo! That one and this one also. Okay, what do we got? Wow, yeah, we've got Hope coming in, and we've got Taurus the Bull here hanging out on the card, and the number 38, which is 11. You may be seeing a lot of 11 or 1111 symbology or on the clock. But the word hope, this is the daffodil flower as well. Hope during Taurus season. And if you are following Western astrology, we are in Taurus season. As of a couple days ago, we are in Taurus season officially. If you follow Vedic astrology, that'll come sometime in May, I do believe. I'm not sure the exact date of the switch from Aries to Taurus. Okay, you are a Taurus. So this is just reaffirming to you that you are on the right track, on the right path. I'm a Western Taurus as well. My birthday is next Wednesday, April 28th. So happy almost birthday, Kat. And we've got here also grounding. So got the potato, and oh man, I think that's Virgo. I think that's the sign of Virgo. So wherever Virgo is in your chart as well, that's going to be a house where you can really spend time grounding your energy. So let's see. For me, this is not a good example. My Virgo falls in my 12th house, which is the most ungrounded house of them all. But I do have Saturn and Mars there, which is, Saturn is a very grounded planet, but it's in my 12th house. It's like I've got one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake with Taurus and Mars together in Virgo. It's crazy. Oh, you're a Virgo rising. Well, this is just spirit, and now your father popping in to say, yeah, this is all about you. Have hope. You are grounding this beautiful new version of yourself that's going to create more prosperity in your life. I love that so much. But look, with that comes big change. Those big changes you want to make as a result of you having the hope and grounding your new version of you. And really, it's not a new version of you. It's just the more authentic soul version of you that you always have been, but it's just been buried under the programming or the personality or the ego, that we all do. We all have that happen in life. It's not calling anyone out. We all do it. But as you have hope, as you overcome these difficulties and really lean into your spiritual path, this is going to bring that beautiful hope back to you, and you're going to ground that version of you that's so much more apt to create the life she wants than that previous version of Kat could ever do. So I hope that resonated for you. Beautiful reading. So basically your solar return is going to be a beautiful time for you to feel like you're finally getting life to go in the direction you want. I really do see that for you. So I hope that resonated, Kat. Beautiful energy, beautiful reading. And thanks again for your lovely donation, hon. Always a pleasure to read for you. All right, so I don't think I've seen Jamie Lee come back yet. But we've got Mo Khan up, and then Katie R., you're on deck, my friend. So go ahead, Mo, and post your question. And then Jamie Lee, if you ever come back in, let us know, and we'll do your yes or no question right at that point. Unless I'm in the middle of a reading, then I'll do it next. Oh, thank you so much, Ethan. Okay. Can I please get a general reading with important things I need to keep my eye out for around it? Absolutely. Where are we going? We're going to actually go to the tarot. I got a new tarot deck. I'm still spending my Christmas money. Like I said, it's hard for me not only to receive gifts, but like when I get that money or a Christmas gift, like I really stretch it out. So I bought myself this amazing, it's called the White Newman Tarot, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. Woo, there's already one coming out from Mo. General reading, what are important things for Mo to keep an eye out for? Got two coming in. Wow, okay. So we have here the Queen of Cups. So this is emotional fulfillment, tapping into your intuition. Keep an eye out, just listening to your own thoughts, your own spiritual nudges or intuitive nudges, because spirit and your higher self are really communicating to you through your intuition. And there's going to be an opportunity coming up for you in the next 2 months, I'm hearing. This might be next week, but it might be 2 months later, depending on how much you put yourself out there in the coming weeks. But there's an emotional new opportunity for you, something you're going to become very emotionally invested in, very excited about. And it is going to be an opportunity that is going to be able to bring in some money, some abundance. And the fact that we have a king and queen here, there may even be a relationship igniting. This could just be a friendship, but it also could be a friendship that leads to more within the next 2 months. When a king and queen come out together, I got to say that. I just got to say that. But if you're already in a relationship, this is just taking it to another level, another beautiful level. But let's just see what other important things does Mo need to keep an eye out for. Well, there is a wake-up call coming up. I don't think this is anything dangerous or serious. This is just something you're going to be able to avoid because you're listening to your intuition. And that's why it's so important coming up for you to listen to your thoughts, listen to your intuition, because this is going to shift your energy. This is almost like you hopping timelines like we were talking about in Michelle's reading. You're hopping timelines to a more, what's the word I'm looking for? A more favorable outcome for you, where you're going to be able to avoid this wake-up call. Maybe this is something it won't even come up for you because you avoided it completely by listening to your intuition. But again, you're not in any kind of danger. It's nothing like that. This is just something that is more like a mental epiphany, like, oh, maybe the things I've been doing aren't serving my highest good, or something like that. Or maybe even just having a person in your life that is really draining your energy, and you have to cancel plans with that person. That's kind of maybe the wake-up call, like to kind of protect you from their energy. One more card from Mo. Ooh. We also have here Shine Your Light. So pairing up the king and queen, this is a complete pair here. So it's like you are shining your own light, loving yourself. That self-love, self-care that you're doing for yourself is actually going to be what attracts that other person to you, whether that's a friend or a relationship or just a deepening of a bond that's already in existence for you. Just by you being your true authentic self, shining your authentic light, not the personality and all the things that we think Spirit's hot today. Yes, it really is. I love when that's going on. Now they're telling me to get one from Moonology, so there's something important over here as well for Mo. Ooh, we got two. There's two coming in hot. Okay, we've got here balance, spirituality, and practicality. And I love this because there's your spirituality, Queen of Cups, intuitive queen. And then we've got the King of Pentacles. He's all about the practicality, grounding that spiritual stuff into the physical realm. That is a balanced pair right there. And you will be able to balance that spirituality and practicality. A time for healing. So maybe this wake-up call has something to do with the past. It will trigger something from your past that just really gets you to examine why certain things happened in your life, or it might just bring up some emotions. And again, you don't have to try to attach to them and try to work things out from the past. All you need to do, Mo, is feel it, to heal it, to release it. Just feel it and then release it. You don't have to attach to it. So that's what's coming up for you, my friend. Hey, welcome, Jennifer. We're going to be taking a free question very soon. You deleted all your messages, but I thought you had mentioned something about being a new sub. I did see that. So welcome. But what we're going to do here, let's see. Who is next on my list? Katie R. If Katie R is here, let us know, Katie R. If we don't hear from her in the next 20 to 30 seconds, we're going to do our first free question mosh pit. So if you have a free question you're wanting, you can type it out, but don't post it quite yet. Let's just see if Katie R is here. Katie R is here. So we're going to do Katie's question, and then we're going to do the free question mosh pit. So when I'm wrapping up Katie's question, I will then call for the free question mosh pit, and then we'll get right into it. Yay, I'm excited. I always love the free question mosh pits because Spirit, they direct me to the person who needs it most in that round. And even if you need something a lot, Spirit kind of prioritizes it. I have nothing to do with it. Spirit's the one that's always like, okay, pick that one, pick that one, pick that one. Okay. But we're going to do a few rounds anyway. All right. Get these put away. So Katie R, hello, Amanda. What lovely things are coming my way. I love that reading, or that question for the reading. Oh, no, I dropped a deck. Can you pick that up for me? I dropped a deck. Careful of your headphones. I got a helper today. Thanks, baby. Well, it fell on the floor, so I think it wants to come out to play as well. My hair is just everywhere today. All right, for Katie R, what lovely things are coming Katie R's way? Okay, we've got here, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family with the Seraphina card. So this doesn't have to be literally pregnancy and all of that. Although this could look like a niece or a nephew, or if you are wanting to be pregnant, it could look like that as well. This also could look like a pet coming into the family, or just a happy shift in the dynamic of your family. This is good energy. This is abundant blessings. This could even be you wanting to birth some sort of creation or project, or manifest something that will enhance your life. You could take that energy as it resonates, because it can resonate differently depending on what your goals are. Let's get more from this deck. Katie R. All right. We also have Fiona. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So asking your guides and angels for help will really amplify the power you have to manifest because, again, free will. We have free will, and spirit cannot invade that free will. They have to go by the lines or the ways of free will, the universal law of free will. They cannot invade that. But if we ask them to step in, of course, they can't just step in and do everything for us, but they can definitely send us signs, synchronicities, assistance, and that's what they're going to be doing for you very soon, especially when you do ask them for help. And you can even do this every night before you go to bed. Just say, angels, I just want you to walk with me in life and show me the way. Or even if you don't want to communicate with angels, you can communicate with your higher self or God or any guide or ascended master that feels resonant with you. And that will really help enhance the actions you're putting out there will be amplified. It's almost like putting as I drop my pendulum, it's almost like putting a clear quartz crystal, which amplifies the energy of any other crystal. When we ask spirit for help, it's like getting a really big clear quartz crystal in on the situation. But yeah, that's so far so good. I love this reading. Okay, what else? Katie R, lovely things are coming Katie R's way. We got one. Ooh, patience, please. What you've asked for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. So Spirit's weaving something really special for you right now. You were asking for a twin flame guidance, and since then, I've been having good dreams about him. Oh, that's so cool. I think the angels are helping you. Yeah, and you can even ask them to come in and help, and they definitely will. But just have some patience where this twin flame is concerned. You can still have dreams about this twin flame. You can go into meditation and connect to this twin flame's higher self every day, and that will help you really connect to that energy of this twin flame. And then when you meet this twin flame, you'll know them like you know them. You'll see them coming a mile away. But also, you got the new career card popping out. So your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. So even if you're not looking for an actual new job, this just could be a new way of operating within the job you currently have that feels more fulfilling or more positive and more successful. And I will go out on a limb and say also bringing in more abundance. Because to me, this card, she's holding a brand new baby. That's new life. There's so much potential in that child there. And that's what this feels like with your career as well. Something going on with your career where there's so much potential for growth or room for success in whether you're wanting to change jobs or to stick where you're at, or maybe stick where you're at but get some additional schooling or a certification or something. If you've been thinking about anything like that, or just learning on your own about something, or creating some sort of side hustle, you have the ability and power right now to do that. You also have spiritual teacher card coming in. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. So you don't have to, be an actual spiritual teacher to actually be a spiritual teacher, if that makes sense. It's just the way that you operate in the world. It's like you are healing others and teaching them about ways of spirituality just by being your true authentic self. So you say, that's cool that you mentioned patience because I'm an Aries moon and really need to work on that. I'm a Vedic Aries sun, and I'm right there with you. Absolutely. Yes. Oh, yeah. Let's get one more card for Katie R. Beautiful things coming Katie R's way. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So getting honest with yourself. And a lot of times, Spirit's showing me like a list of goals that you might have. I know there were certain goals that I've had in my life that either did come true or did not as a result of me working on them. But there were certain goals when I really felt into that goal. Was that a goal I had because I genuinely wanted it to happen on a soul level? Or was it something that I wanted to happen so I could impress my friends or family? Or is it something I wanted to have happen so I could keep up with the Joneses? Like a lot of people's goals are kind of more subconscious or to try to prove something to someone else rather than a goal that they have for their own genuine soul's evolution. So maybe examining some of the goals or desires or wishes you have and seeing if, do I want this thing or this job or this person or this whatever because I actually want it, or is it I'm trying to prove something to someone? You know, examining those things will really bring you some clarity in your own life. Because a lot of us can get confused, especially if we're watching a lot of news, reality television, hearing a lot of gossip from friends or family members. It's kind of like I was saying with Ethan, with that energy of we've got a clear glass of water, but then we see this show and it puts a little blue Kool-Aid in our water, and then this thing puts a little pink Kool-Aid, and this puts some black tar, and before we know it, we don't even know what color our water's supposed to be. So doing maybe even an energy or a chakra clearing could even help. Let me grab one card from my Starseed Oracle that directed me over here for the first time today. What else do we have? I think extra sweating is just awesome. Sauce leaking out. Oh, you're so funny. I love that. I'm going to use that from now on. I like that a lot. It's just going to get worse. We're just going to check in with it like throughout the live stream and just see how bad it gets. I used to be really embarrassed about it, and like when I'd wrap up a live stream, I'd send Czar, or AKA Lunar Refresh, if you guys remember her as a mod here, I'd send her a picture of my pit stain. Sometimes it'd go way down here, and I'm like, this is so embarrassing. But I'm keeping it real. I don't really care anymore. I mean, since reading this whole Four Agreements book and really getting that going in my life, I mean, I'm not as inhibited about things I can't control anyway. I mean, that's just part of how I channel, I guess. And it's always been that way for me. So I'm gonna embrace it. I don't care anymore. All right, here we go. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. So you really are transmuting some old fears or belief systems about yourself, and that is going to create that abundance. But again, with that patience card you had, Katie, having patience as you become this alchemist of your own life. I mean, you're not becoming the alchemist. You've always been that alchemist, but having patience with yourself as you become your greatest version is going to be key. On the back that I keep that meditation, which is pretty self-explanatory, but it says, take a moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation. So connecting to your guides, angels, crossover loved ones, your own higher self, that'll help. Oh, you're the same way. That's so cool. I'm not alone. Okay, I hope that resonated for you, Katie R. And thanks again for your lovely donation. All right. And I don't think I had mentioned Michelle Lynn did send another donation. So let's get her on the list after after Ethan. After Ethan. And Jamie Lee, my dear, are you here still? She comes here often enough that if she had to go, I can call her out tomorrow during tomorrow's live, or Wednesday. And I'm just going to let you guys know, I'm kind of just playing the lives by ear with all this energy coming in. I don't want to say, yes, I will definitely be live Wednesday, and then, oh, got a headache, can't be on Wednesday. So I'm just letting you know for the next couple of weeks or so, playing the lives by ear. And there was one thing I also forgot to mention. My boys are now in baseball season. Of course, Boston's kind of out for a couple games because of the possible corona contamination with the kid at school. So, but both boys are in baseball, and that equals 4 baseball games a week. Monday through Thursday is baseball. And then certain other days are also practices. Sometimes they will, I think Boston's team will practice on certain Fridays. So I'm kind of thinking my Wednesday show, maybe not this week because it's my birthday and I still have to catch up on some stuff, but maybe after this coming Wednesday, my Wednesday live stream will maybe take place during the day because baseball that night. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about doing my Wednesday live stream during the day, at least until baseball's over. I think their last game is before it's early June, but if they make it to the championships or the playoffs or whatever, it'll go into about mid-June. So for the time being, we're just going to play the live stream schedule by ear. So yeah. All right. Absolutely, Ethan. Sure thing. Hi, I was so excited for this, and then I missed the first hour because I got busy. No worries. Yes, I'm still taking questions. For guaranteed questions, you can send a donation. Otherwise, we are now at our free question mosh pit. I almost forgot, but then I remembered. And then after the free question mosh pit, we'll get into Ethan's question, and then Michelle Lynn, and then Jamie Lee if she shows back up. And that's currently all the donations we have. So if you want to send a donation for a guaranteed reading, you can always do that. And all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. And she's still living in a little camper, and we're wanting to get her out of that camper and into her home. So far, your donations have purchased her a freezer and a large sectional couch, which she's storing at my grandma's house until she can have her own home to put it in. Thank you so much, Claudia. I appreciate that. Yes, if you want your question answered for free, go ahead and post your question one time in the chat right now, and we will have Spirit intuitively guide me to select one of your questions. So go ahead and post your questions, my friends, and we will get into it. I'm going to give you a few moments to get your question out there. And I try not to look at the chat before too many get in there, so that I'm not directed to any one question before everyone has a chance to put it out there. So I'm avoiding looking over here. But I hope you guys are having a beautiful Saturday. I'm so glad I'm back live. This is so weird. It feels like I've been live for a long time, but not in a bad way. And it's only been an hour and a half. And normally I can go live for 3 or 4 hours and it feels like it was an hour. So time has been weird for me. What about you guys? Has time been kind of weird for you lately? I either feel like the day has 32 hours in it or 12. Like there's no in between. Time is weird. Maybe it's just me that's weird. I don't know. But I embrace it if that's the case. All right. I think I gave you enough time to get your questions out there. So let's see what we've got here. Okay. All right. We've got Davika. We are honing in on your question. Message from spirit guides and angels, please. You are on it. Here we are. So for Davika, message from spirit guides and angels for Davika. Ooh, we got 3 cards wanting to come out to play for you. What do we have? We've got admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So there's something, again, maybe examining, do I want this thing, or do I want this to happen because other people are pressuring me to, or do I actually want this thing to happen? Or pairing that up also with walk away. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. So there's something going on. This could be a person, this could be a job or a situation you're involved in that you know isn't good for you. Maybe it's toxic. Maybe you're feeling all sorts of ways about it. But this is saying really admit your true feelings to yourself, because that will give you that clarity you need to decide, okay, I'm walking away from this person, this thing, the situation that's going on that's not serving my highest good, or maybe that's even hurting me. And we have your assertiveness. Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. So this whole thing here, to me, could even be peer pressure. This is really what this reads like. Or feeling pressured to do something because everyone else is doing it. Or certain people in your life are like, hey, you should do this with us. And you're kind of like, I don't want to do that. But like they keep saying, you should do this with us. And you're like, oh yeah, maybe. You need to really admit your true feelings about what you really feel on the inside. And then speak your truth. Be assertive, especially if that's hard for you, if you're really shy and it's hard for you to let people know, hey, no thanks, thank you, but no thanks. And I just heard also no is a complete sentence. So if you want to say no to someone or something, you don't have to justify why. You can just say no thanks. That's it. That's a complete sentence. You don't have to say, well, I don't want to because, or like, not that you have to make an excuse, but you shouldn't even feel like you have to make an excuse is really what I'm hearing. On the back of the deck, you've got be yourself. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self. Wow. And that's what we were saying here with this assertiveness. Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you want to. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. So asking yourself, admitting your true feelings to yourself about a situation, a person, wherever it is you're sending that energy, spending your time, be yourself and admit your true feelings to yourself. Don't be afraid to speak your truth about it and walk away from anything that's not serving you. So I hope that resonated for you. All right, let's get Claudia on our list. Thank you so much, Claudia. And I hope that resonated for you. Davika, that's who we were reading for. So that's your message from your spirit guides and angels. I hope it resonated and brought you some guidance or clarity. And if this doesn't make sense, you're like, I wonder what this is talking about. This could be energy coming up for you soon. But if you're already experiencing this, I think intuitively you would know what it was talking about. Okay. Oh, Katie R., you are the sweetest. Katie R. is going to donate for Nyasia on PayPal. If you're still there, I went through terrible anxiety. I want you to get an answer to help you out. You are the sweetest, Katie R. Thank you for that. Okay, so Ethan is next. Dear Ethan, and then Michelle Lynn, you're on deck, and then Claudia, and then Katie R. for Nyasia, if she wants to do that. That's beautiful. Okay, so let me take two. Okay, message sent with my first question. Okay. No worries. We will get into it for you, Ethan. I'm going to take a drink of my water as you get your question out there. I'm thirsty today. Okay. I don't know if I want to put this back here because I didn't leave myself enough room for it. Oh, maybe if I scoot all these. There we go. I dropped it earlier. Pop on my knuckles. Okay. Feeling called to this deck for whatever your question is, Ethan. Been doing so much self-work, self-love, self-care, especially since it's very important to love yourself first before loving someone else, especially a soulmate. I'm going to just shuffle as I wait for your building your question. If anything comes out, I think it's relevant to what your question is, because Spirit can tap into that, because time is an illusion. Well, two have already come out. We're already building the question, Ethan. We're building the reading. Just double check that no one else has sent donations so that I'm not missing anybody while we're waiting for Ethan. Okay. And remember, this evening, further after my live, Dr. Lupo will be live doing the Crystal Tarot or Lithomancy over on his channel. You'll have to go check it out if you haven't. It's such a cool, cool deal. And in the meantime, I've been doing so much visualization and affirmation when it comes to Christian and happy future. Yes, Nyasia, if you're still here, Katie R. wanted to buy you a reading. Otherwise, I can even reach out to Nyasia over on Telegram. See if she's around over there. All right. I sent it. So if she has her notifications on for Telegram, she will get that message. I had to turn mine off because you guys are awesome over there, but when I was going through all those migraines and headaches, I couldn't handle everything going on Facebook, YouTube, Telegram, everything. So I had to turn off all notifications and just let my mind relax for a while. All right. So is there anything else I can do at this moment to help build Christian and I's relationship to a beautiful one that will last for the rest of my life? Okay. All right. Wow. So yeah, to me, this is a lot of mental activity going on with you really wanting this to happen, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm hearing Spirit say, but what about now? Because yes, it's great and it's awesome for us to always make that plan for the future, but let's not do it at the detriment of our present moment, especially with this Nine of Swords. I mean, to me, this does feel a lot like Christian's energy. He's all up in his head. He's having a lot of nightmares, a lot of family issues, a lot of problems, whatever it is that's going on with him. And you've taken that on, even if you really do just try to hold space and not bring that on. Part of you has taken that on as kind of a worry, like, what if this affects our future? What if? And, you know, in that book, The Four Agreements, which the Four Agreements is actually for free on YouTube as an audio version. If you guys ever want to check that out without having to buy it, just search the four, number four, but spelled out F-O-U-R, agreements. Really, this Nine of Swords energy is what we would consider an assumption, or playing out scenarios in our heads, like, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this doesn't happen? It takes us out of our power. It takes us out of our present moment. And especially when we pair it up with this Five of Swords, this is the card of, you will win, but at what cost? You will win, but there's no one to celebrate it with. They've all dropped their swords and left. Not to say that yours and Christian's relationship won't work out, but really seeing how you can support him yet still maintain your impeccable, beautiful aura at the same time. Yes, still planning for and thinking about the future, but not doing it so much that you rob you and Christian of where you're at currently. Because especially when you do become an item and, you know, eventually live together and have a beautiful life, you'll look back fondly on these times of, remember when I lived in this town, you lived in this town, and all we had was online communication. And, you know, so it's almost like don't rob Peter to pay Paul. Don't rob the present to pay for the future, is what I'm hearing with this. But you will win. You will get what you want. It's just, it won't be as fulfilling as you're hoping it will be if you just keep giving your power to the future, if that makes sense. With this Justice card here, though, I think you're going to be able to really balance this out. You're going to be able to balance the present and the future to where you're not spending so much time in the future that you're robbing your present, or that you're not spending so much time in the present that you aren't planning a future. You know what I mean? You're balancing it out. So I think it's going to be okay. Let's grab a clarifier. Let's just see if there's a message from Christian to you. Anything he could tell you, what would it be? Let's look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So if you examine and ask yourself and look inside yourself, do you feel like some of his problems or his emotional baggage is rubbing off on you? Or do you feel like you're doing a really good job of keeping a balance on his energy from affecting yours? You know, really doing that soul searching and examination is going to be where you're really going to learn the lesson that this is teaching you, because the fact that you guys are separated right now, it's a hard lesson right now. It's really hard probably to be in kind of a long distance sort of kind of soulmate relationship kind of thing. That's got to be very difficult. So my heart does go out to both of you that you can't just be together and start your future now. But look inside yourself and just look at and examine what is causing you to feel the way you feel. Let's get one more card on your question. Environmental awareness. This is all about being present. And I think you have gotten this card before regarding Christian. This is all about knowing what's going on in your current environment. And also not putting all your eggs in the Christian basket. Not to say that you won't end up together. I do feel you will be able to form a solid bond. But this is to say basically not to forget about the friends and family and close people in your life, in your current present place, that you can actually get together and go have a cup of coffee with, or have lunch with, or hang out with. Don't forget about those people is really what Spirit wants you to know about that. So I hope that resonated, Ethan. And go ahead and post your second question and we'll get into that. It's you focusing too much on the future. Yeah, which, you know, planning for the future, dreaming about the future, it's definitely not a bad thing until it is. Like, that's what Spirit's showing me. You're not purposely trying to rob your present moment, but it can happen when we are so set on a specific future it can rob us a bit of our present experience. And, because you will look back on this time and you'll have memories of it. But I've kind of experienced this with my own life and just looking back on the past. I'll just give you an example while I wait for you to post your question. But just me having my best friend, John, and I have some video footage of us hanging out and pictures of us together. And I remember because I was really hanging out with him a lot when I have these pictures and these videos. I had recently broken up from a 2.5-year relationship, and he really helped bring me out of that dark hole I was in. But I spent a lot of the time I was with him thinking about all the things that went wrong in my relationship with my ex, and just even thinking about my future and what that meant for me, and just projecting my present moment awareness to the past or the future. And I wasn't as present with him as I could have been. And now he is on the other side. He's no longer on this planet. And I look back and I'm like, I wished I would have just been more present with him. I mean, there were moments and times that I was absolutely 100% present. But I wish now, looking back, I could have been more present with him while I was with him all the time. Because I just would have, if I would have known that he would have passed away, I could have soaked it up so much more and really reveled in that energy of him so much more as I could. And then I can take that as a personal thing right now. Is me worrying and focusing about the past, robbing my children, my husband, my friends and family that are here now of the experience right now. So it can become like a like a domino effect of where am I putting my attention? Where am I projecting my energy? If you can answer predominantly past or future, you're not in your power. So what can I do right now to start saving money? Okay, let's ask the tarot. Ethan, what can Ethan do right now to start saving money? Here we go. We've got the Hierophant. So this is all about doing things the traditional way. I don't know if where you're at, you can have a part-time job or, have some lawn mowing jobs or babysitting jobs. I was always like the kind of neighborhood entrepreneur. I would sell lemonade. I would babysit. I would cut lawns, pull weeds. I even looked after an elderly lady that lived next door. The lady did a home health care, and then when she wanted to do bingo or bowling, I would come and kind of babysit the elderly lady, and I formed such a beautiful bond with her. There are a lot of ways you can do it, but just finding ways that seem really, natural to you. Like, what do you enjoy doing? And see if there's a way you could charge someone for that service. I loved being outside. So for me to mow the lawn or to pull weeds or to, house sit or, pet sit for someone or babysit, that all just felt very natural to me because these were things I enjoyed doing. I love spending time with elderly people. I love spending time with children. I love spending time with pets. I love spending time outdoors. So I just found a way to kind of, make the things I enjoyed kind of work for me a little bit. And again, back then, I didn't even charge as much as I should have even back then. Because I enjoyed it so much, I'm like, I feel guilty charging for this because I'm having so much fun. But yes, you have the Five of Pentacles. So this is feeling left out in the cold or like you don't have enough or that lack mentality. But this is you're coming up, you're kind of this lone wolf right now, like wondering, how can I create this abundance up here? You're coming out of this. So this might be a limiting or a lack mentality that you're currently in that you're overcoming, especially through going within and really connecting to your own spirituality and your own self-love, self-care, self-worth. That will not only serve you in your relationship with Christian, but also in life itself. It'll serve you in every area. That self-love, self-care, self-respect that we acquire for ourselves will serve us in every other area of life. That's what's so beautiful. Hello, Angela. Welcome. And hello, Haley. Welcome to the chat. We also have the moon here. So this is all about illusion, but also could be intuition. This is kind of two sides of the coin. So being very realistic, especially with this Hierophant doing things traditionally, it might be a slow process with this Five of Pentacles for you to be able to really acquire a really large sum of money. But just putting your feelers out there for a part-time job, or maybe even doing those kind of side jobs around your neighborhood or for friends or family members that I was kind of talking about that I did. I was a young entrepreneur. I'll just tell you that. But with this moon card, you can use your own intuition, even asking your guides and angels about what is it I could do to make more abundance and more money in my life so that I can start saving for my future. And you're going to find that especially during the full moon, and the full moon coming up on, I think it's the 26th or the 27th, either Tuesday or Wednesday, or Monday or Tuesday, I think is the next full moon. Doing some sort of ritual or asking your guides and angels during that full moon will help you kind of set that intention to start making more money. Let's just get one more card on the situation. But also the moon could be things hidden in the depths. Because on the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there's like a creature from the Black Lagoon kind of hanging out, or something similar to that. Maybe it's a lobster. I don't remember. No, it's the Modern Witch Tarot. There's like a creature of the Black Lagoon hanging out. So it's like there might be something hidden that you haven't thought of that you can actually monetize. So do some soul searching and digging to see what that might be. But also the Hermit. So the Hierophant and the Hermit are coming together to say, go within. And really, even the moon, that intuition is going within as well. So the answers will be found within. And just shining your light and being your true authentic self, finding what's natural to you, like I was saying with me, going around the neighborhood looking for odd jobs of things I already enjoyed doing that would actually bring me some income. All right, so I hope that resonated, Ethan. And I think Jamie Lee, I don't know if she's here yet. Jamie Lee, my friend, are you here? Otherwise, I think, Michelle Lynn, you're next, and then Claudia, and that is the end of our donations, but I'm going to take another free question coming up after Claudia's question, and then Jamie Lee, if you decide to pop back in for us, we will answer your yes or no at any point. So let us know, Jamie Lee, when you get back, my dear, and Nyasia, if you are here, Katie R. was wanting to purchase you a reading, but either way, Nyasia tends to check in on most of my live streams, so, she might be here tomorrow. But Katie R., just the intention to do that for her, it was such a beautiful gesture on your part. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I love when you guys take care of each other. Hey, Archie, absolutely. Yes, we still have donations open. I have, at the most, about 2 hours left on this live stream, but it might be shorter, depending. But I want to say that at 6 p.m. Mountain Time or 8 p.m. Eastern Time, that's when Dr. Lupo's probably going to do his live. I don't anticipate going that long today, but who knows? I might. But yeah. So let's see. Michelle Lynn, she says, I want to detox coffee and maybe vegan for a little. Can Spirit give me a time frame when to start this detox and for how long to do it, so I can hold myself accountable? Okay, let's roll that astro die. You can send it through, there's a little comment section on PayPal, Archie, if you want to just send it there. Or you're welcome to also type it out in the chat. I actually have my email turned off, otherwise it'll ding like every 3 seconds because I'm constantly getting email. So I do have that turned off, and it'd just be better and easier for me to just get it either in the chat here or on the PayPal comment section when you send the donation. So for Michelle Lynn, or let's see, you added to it. So let's just see about how long, time frame for when to start. We've got 7, and I just heard 7 days. So give yourself a week. But 7 weeks or 7 months or 7 years or the 7th month of July, if that resonates with you better, then take that as, your guidance. But I'm seeing 7 days. Give yourself about 7 days to kind of mentally prepare yourself for the detox and then jump in. And unless you feel ready to do that before the next 7 days, absolutely use your intuition to go within and figure out when you need to do that. And then should I wait until I leave my current job? I want to see if it will heal my puffy eyelids. Been to 8+ doctors and none of them can help me. I gave up on them, so I want to see if I can heal myself. Absolutely. And I like to even say, when we do go to doctors, we are putting the intention, this doctor is going to heal me. So all healing, just for those in the back, listen up, everybody. All healing is self-healing. Let me repeat that. All healing is self-healing, because you can see certain people, like I have people in my life that are just constantly at the doctor and they never get the answer. And not saying that's what you're going through, Michelle Lynn, but think of it this way. There are certain people that are too attached to their victim role in life that they don't want to heal, but yet they're still putting that energy out there. Yeah, I went to 12 doctors and no one could find anything wrong with me. But I don't think that's what you've got going on. But that's just letting certain people know, or that certain people don't want to heal, so they don't allow any doctor to heal them, even though they think on a conscious level, I want to heal. But they're running subconscious programs that tell them they're a victim and that they're not healthy. So maybe even examining some subconscious belief systems surrounding health for you could be very important. Maybe even asking your guides and angels, what is it I'm trying to learn or needing to learn from this so that I can be done with this energy? Oh, Google, can you let Judy out? My dog just came in the room. And when she's got to go, she's got to go. She's 16 years old. All right.
Go.
Open the door. Judy, go. Go. Just walk past her. And my light's in the way of the door. There you go, Judy. Hop over it. All right. Anyway, ooh, we got one coming in already. Anything for Michelle Lynn about this detox? What do we need to know? Okay. Wow. So take steps to get healthy. Yeah, they're saying don't wait. 7 days, I'd say just that's kind of the longest you want to wait to really get going on this. Act rather than wait. Wow. Yeah, Spirit's telling you right now, act rather than wait. Just go ahead and get right on it. So take those steps to get healthy. I'm going to read both of these lessons because I think there's important knowledge for you in there. Think about one aspect of your physical health that you've been neglecting or avoiding, and ask yourself why you've been doing so. Perhaps your diet needs to change. That's what you're saying about the vegan stuff, going vegan for a while. Perhaps, or you know what you need to I can't read. Perhaps your diet needs to change, or you know you need to exercise more. Your goal by the end of the day, commit to that new step, or identify why you're choosing to sabotage your healing. So again, this on a conscious level, you're like, why would I want to sabotage my healing? Of course I want to heal. These are subconscious programs a lot of us are kind of starting to clear out right now because we are moving to these higher timelines. And especially Michelle, because you just did a big timeline hop. This could be that you are on a timeline where you absolutely are taking your healing into your own hands. You are taking those steps to get healthy, and you're putting this thing in your past. Do you think a month-long detox could work, or longer? Yeah, we will check in with that time frame and see what Spirit says. I will ask the pendulum. So today's lesson, think about something you've been waiting for. Are you waiting for someone to come into your life, for the perfect job or salary, for all your prayers to be answered without having to do anything to help them along? What does waiting, they have waiting in quotes there, what does waiting do to your stress level, your goal? To recognize that waiting, rather than taking action, is stressful and unproductive. Okay, so acting within these next 7 days, I think, you can give yourself a few days to kind of do some research, figure out what you're going to do, mentally prepare, because a lot of times we need to mentally prepare if we're going to really do something that's going to benefit our health or change our lives in a beautiful way. We got to prepare. But be mindful of conflict. And I think this has to do with inner conflict between your conscious and your subconscious belief systems. That's what I'm picking up from this card. But it says, name one person with whom you have a power conflict. Your subconscious mind. Let's just put it out there. And write an extensive description of the nature of that struggle without assigning blame. Only describe your own issue. Your goal, to become mindful that remaining in conflict is a choice. So again, subconscious belief systems are not easy to hack, but you asking your guides and angels for the help to, give me guidance on how I can hack my subconscious belief systems. Thank you so much. Absolutely, Archie, no worries. We will read that. We will get you on the list. We're currently doing Michelle Lynn, then we've got Claudia. I don't think Nyaja's here, and I don't think Jamie's here, so you will be after Claudia. So it's not too long of a wait for you. But let's just see if a month-long detox will be enough or if it needs to be longer. Okay, so for Michelle Lynn, will the month-long detox be enough? Okay, they're saying no. Can we start it over? Okay, so for Michelle Lynn, oh, Piello. Yes, we will get you on the list. Let's see who donated first. We've got Piello coming in 2 minutes ago, and then Archie 1 minute ago. So Piello will be before Archie on the list, but again, it won't take too long. Okay, so for Michelle Lynn, is a longer than a month detox better suited for her problems? Physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, all the problems. Is that going to be better suited? Hasn't changed. It's still a yes. Okay, so I think longer than a month. And they just they just told me it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. So finding ways to change your life to make it more of a habit or a lifestyle rather than, oh, I'm just doing this for a specific amount of time. Of course, you can't always be in detox, so there's that. But detoxing, but still, even if you do vegan for a while, but then go off of that, make sure you're still eating healthy when you go off the vegan stuff. Of course, allow yourself that piece of cake once in a while. I mean, don't deprive yourself because, we are in this human experience, and I don't think we should just be totally 100% like what we know we need to be with and deny ourselves those pleasures in life. I mean, I don't think we have to be perfect people. You know what I mean? You're wondering if the timeline hop is the reason I feel off today. It absolutely could, because it did feel like it was very recent. Very recent. Could have been last night, could have been this morning, could have been yesterday. Felt very recent to me. So yeah, I think that's probably part of the reason you're feeling off. But again, the ascension symptoms are playing a role. But the ascension symptoms are probably what also catalyze that timeline hop to a higher dimension, higher vibrational existence. You're a health nut, but lately my energy's been off and I rely on coffee. Yeah, I'm relying on coffee today for the headache kind of thing going on. But, we got to do what we got to do to get through a day and not beating yourself up for it. Not making excuses indefinitely. But, like, if you do slip, don't beat yourself up. Like, that's when we get stuck in that mentality. Like, well, I messed up, so I might as well just never try again. Like, no, I slipped up. Okay, I'm getting right back on that horse without the harsh judgments of ourselves. I think that'll help you most. Let's get one more message of guidance from the crystal angels about the detox and just the going vegan. Anything that Michelle Lynn needs to know about her health, about the changes she's wanting to make in her health and life. Wow, this will really help you balance your masculine and feminine energies. So allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. Ametrine is the crystal, which is basically amethyst mixed with a little bit of citrine. I don't have one up here, I don't think. But I have some downstairs in my bath. I love ametrine for my crystal baths. But what I'm seeing here as well, when they're talking divine masculine and divine feminine, Spirit showed me the word hormones in my mind's eye. So maybe there is a hormonal issue that's really affecting you with that mold. Something mixing with the mold at your work and your hormones is creating kind of the perfect storm for these health problems that you've been having. But here on the back of the deck, we've got appreciate everything. On this day, affirm my life is perfect. Appreciate everything and everyone in your life without doubt and expectation. Your goal, to learn that the way to set change in motion is to bless and feel grateful for even the most difficult parts of your life. So thanking this eye inflammation, thanking this mold for teaching you and helping you level up to the person you were meant to be, or the person you're growing into, the person who you are on a soul level. This, like I was saying in someone and then someone else's earlier readings, even these quote unquote problems are opportunities for soul growth. And that's what I see you coming to realize. And when you can say, thank you, eye inflammation, for letting me know there's a problem in my body, in my, awareness. Thank you for making me aware of a problem. I appreciate you so much. Now, what do I need to do to change this? Testosterone, everything was normal, but I'm not sure if I need more blood work. The same thing was kind of going on with my breast issue. So much blood work. Everything looked really good. Boston, can you deal with the dog? Can you get him a bone? And Judy? Thank you. To me, they ran all these tests. My blood work looked amazing. She's like, it's amazing. Not only, oh yeah, it's good, it's fine, it's adequate. It's amazing. So like that wasn't the issue. And I've basically come to the conclusion that my breast issue I was having, go out, piggy, has to do with, yes, hormonal probably stuff that's happening as a result of this ascension process. So this is probably ascension related, mixing with certain things that might be slightly off, but might appear in blood work as just fine. And the fact you've been to so many doctors and no one can find a thing and the blood work came back normal, I would just take this into your own hands. Oh, Nyaja's back. Okay, Katie R., if you're still here, Nyaja's back. You know, and asking your guides and angels for direction, for help. What is it that these problems in your body are pointing out for you? Because I think they will be able to really pinpoint something. And even you changing kind of your limiting beliefs and, you know, conflicting between your conscious and subconscious mind, it's all connected is what I just heard. All of this is connected. And what I want you to know is just keep following your intuition on this. You were following your intuition on, should I detox? Should I go vegan? You're already following that guidance, so keep following it. It's really beautiful when you can just trust that you know how to take care of yourself better than you thought you did. And remember, again, all healing is self-healing. So you do absolutely have the ability to heal yourself. And now that you are on this timeline that you've hopped very recently, just say, you know, Spirit, what is it I'm here to do? What do I need to know? What are you here to show me? And you will get your answers through synchronicities, through signs, through symbols, through your own thoughts, through your dreams, through just about anything. You will really get that that clarity and that guidance from Spirit. So I hope that resonated for you. Oh, thank you, Katie R., for buying Nyaja's reading. You are the sweetest. And she says, thank you. I really want to cry. Thank you so much, love. Aw, that was so sweet of you. I just love the high vibe here.
And thank you. I just heard about that.
He's so sweet. Aw. Oh, I'm sorry, Ethan. I was just in the zone with Spirit. Let's see. Let's see. Despite the current situation I'm in with Christian, it's best to focus on the good parts of the relationship and enjoy what I can do with him at the present moment. I would say yes. Let's just ask the pendulum if that's the correct. Okay, so will you work with us? Yes. Ooh, it's really swinging too. This is just going crazy. Okay, so what was the question? That's to focus on the good parts of the relationship and enjoy what I can do with him at the present moment. Is that what Ethan should do? Yeah, it's not even hinting that it's going to change, so it's a yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cool. So I hope that message resonated for you also, Michelle Lynn, that you got what you needed from that. Your son is so cute. Thank you. I am kind of biased. I agree. You're so welcome, Ethan. And you're so welcome, Michelle Lynn. Okay. Let's see. Where were we on our list? I'm going to go back up and find it. We've got Claudia, my dear, you are next, and then Nyaja, and then Jamie Lee if she pops in or not. But after Nyaja, if we don't hear from Jamie Lee, then we will do another free question mosh pit. And if we don't, oh, yes. And then after that free question mosh pit, we've got Pielo and then Archie. Yeah, that's the order. That's what we got going on. And then after Archie, if we don't receive any more donations, we will do one more free question mosh pit after that as well. And then I will sign off and send you over within the next hour or two to Dr. Lupo's live. Dr. Lupo, if you're still here, if you want to put your link for your live stream channel or your channel. I keep calling it live stream channel because I have a Pick Car channel, live stream channel. Put the link for your channel so people can go subscribe or buy themselves an awesome reading. And he also does free oracle. They're not cards. They're oracle crystals he does over there. But you will have to check it out, especially if you haven't gone yet, or if you have gone and you already know that it's awesome and what I'm talking about, then of course go, because I'm going to hopefully try to make some dinner and kind of hang out with you guys over there in his chat as well, at least as long as I can. And Dr. Lupo, if you are still here and you wanted to trade readings tonight, I can do a reading for you. You could do a reading for me. We could do that if that's what you want to do. I know you had talked earlier about that. If you want to do that, let me know and I will put you on the list. Otherwise, whenever you want that reading, we can do it. So Claudia, let's see. Yes, can I get some guidance for the next 2 weeks for Claudia? Okay. We're going in with the Work Your Light Oracle and the Crystal Angels Oracle one come out to play. Next 2 weeks for Claudia. Dear Spirit, what do we have for Claudia? We've got play. Woo! Yes, have fun, celebrate, don't be too serious. So make sure you're having some fun. Allow yourself to let your hair down, kick up your heels, hang out with friends, do something that really brings you joy and happiness and excitement in your life. That's going to be key for you to stay in a high vibration over these next couple of weeks, Claudia. What else? I love that deck too, Linda. It's one of my faves. Such a great, high powerful deck. Okay, one fell out. Unnecessary worries. So especially pairing that up with play, Claudia, there may be some unnecessary worries. So citrine might be a good stone you can carry in your pocket to keep you on that high vibe, keep you happy, keep you tapped into that solar plexus. The solar plexus is that yellow, self-confidence, power, just your high vibeness. Like, to me, it reminds me of the sun. That bright yellow is like the sun. My husband, oh no, my son is over there chomping and chewing on some snacks. So if you can hear that, I apologize. He looks so much like my husband a lot of times, and his middle name is my husband's middle name. So that's funny. But it says here, release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. So yes, that makes so much sense, just to stay high vibe. There will be worries that do come up, and not to say to just completely spiritually bypass them. Really feel into them, examine, what is this worry trying to tell me? Is this something I really should be worried about, or is this just my subconscious at play trying to keep my mind inhabited? I don't know. I do want to grab one more from the Queen of the Moon Oracle before we close out. Claudia. Anything else for Claudia coming up over these next 2 weeks? Spirit for Claudia, next 2 weeks. We've got here the unexpected with the blue moon and the number 43, which adds up to 7. So there's some fun, unexpected news or an opportunity that's going to come up for you. And of course, the more high vibe and excited you can be about your life, the closer you're going to pull this opportunity to you, because this is a very high vibrational, very spiritual opportunity, because it's got the number 7 there. So going within, doing that meditation, playing, being creative, either with other people or alone or both, that's really going to put you in alignment to find this new, fun, unexpected opportunity. And the blue moon, it's like you hear that saying, once in a blue moon. And this is something that's, this opportunity isn't something that comes around every day. This is going to be something very exciting for you, something that could even start like the start of a new creative project. This could even be an idea for you to create more abundance in your life, or maybe you meet someone, because there are 2 people here. Someone's got a head on his shoulder, so I'm not sure of your actual relationship status, but this to me looks like this feels very friend driven or very friendship oriented, this kind of connection these people have. So maybe you just being able to get out and really connect with a close friend that you haven't seen for a while, or, Rona days, everybody's holed up in their house all the time. So maybe making that effort to get out and hang out with a friend would put you in alignment with this new opportunity that wants to come in. Beautiful energy for you for the next 2 weeks. Just really examine those unnecessary worries. But this just says unnecessary worries. These aren't worries that are going to even affect you. So they're unnecessary. So, feeling into that, what that could be. All right. I hope that resonated for you, Claudia. And thanks again for your lovely donation. Oh, you're single. So, it could be a friendship that develops into something more. Who knows? Grateful for the readings you do for me regarding Christian. I truly want to live a happy life with him, and you give amazing guidance to help deal with the struggles. Oh, I really want you to have a healthy, happy life with him as well. And any guidance I can give you, it's my pleasure, Ethan. Absolutely. And I'm going hiking on the weekend in 14 days. Well, there's your 2 weeks right there. I love that. Yes, you will have so much fun. Just allow yourself to almost feel like a child when you're out on that hike. Really, stop and literally smell the wildflowers. Smell that fresh mountain air if you're hiking in the mountains. Bend down and put your hand in the stream, or, touch the moss, or, just really be present and be touching things and just be experiencing it. Nature loves you, and I think you love nature as well. But it's a very symbiotic relationship. You benefit, nature benefits, we all benefit. All right, I love that. So cute. Okay, so up next, we've got Nyasia, and then after Nyasia, if Jamie Lee is not here, we will do our free question mosh pit. So Nyasia, go ahead and post your question. You did, I think. Oh wait, you're welcome. I'm happy to help you out because I went through a horrible anxiety for quite some time in my past, and when I read your question, my stomach hurt. Oh, Katie R. Yes, that's that empath coming out. Oh. So go ahead and post your question, Nyasia. Let's see. I think you were dealing with the question about anxiety. Why are you having so much anxiety? Let's actually go. We're going to get real spiritual with this. I feel it has a spiritual root. So we're going to the Shaman Dream Oracle. I always forget the name of this new one. And the Queen of the Moon Oracle. So let's start here for Nyasia. Why is Nyasia having so much anxiety? These two. There's two that want to come out also. Why is Nyasia having so much anxiety? Too many. Thanks again, Katie R, for the donation. Thanks for all of your donations. All of you who've donated today. Again, all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. We're trying to get her out of that camper, trying to buy her some furniture and some refrigerators and freezers and all the things she's going to need to put in her new home when it's rebuilt. But look, Nyasia, there's some beautiful stuff happening. And I love this so much. We've got the benefactor card here, grace and generosity. And that's how this reading became a thing, because Katie R extended her beautiful grace and generosity to you to bring you this beautiful reading. Thanks again, Katie R. That's so beautiful that came out. This is a collaborative effort. Katie R getting you this reading. Not to say you wouldn't have possibly gotten selected in the free question mosh pit. You just never know. But the fact that she made this a reality for you is beautiful. But I don't think it's going to end there, Nyasia. I think there's so much good coming in. But I think what I'm seeing here now with the patience, the beginnings, with the new moon there, and the woodwives. And did this anxiety really start for you around that last new moon? I can't remember the date that would have been. A little less than 2 weeks ago now was the last new moon. If you can think back, how long has this anxiety been going on? We do have that new moon. So I think that was kind of a trigger or a catalyst for this energy for you. Or just you kind of examining and feeling that energy after the new moon occurred. If this is real recent stuff. Monday the 14th. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. But what this is saying is that this anxiety was triggered to help you level up. This is past energy, past frequency and vibration you're leaving behind. Because with this Woodwives card here, adaptability, you're adapting into a new vibration. Oh my gosh, okay. You also experienced a major timeline shift. It's not quite the hop that Michelle Lynn took, but this is like you kind of merged with another timeline. Like 2 timelines merged for you. Wow, this is like collective energy. I think a lot of us have really shifted and hopped timelines lately. Because we have here the number 64, which adds up to a 10, which adds up to 1 new beginning. You also have a beginning card there as well with the number 2. So it's a progression from the 1 to the 2. You're moving forward with something better. You're leaving behind some of that old stagnancy. But a lot of times, think of it this way. It's kind of like this. You're in a really good mood and you're having fun. You're laughing with friends. And then something happens. Like maybe you get a phone call that something happened to a family member and it instantly brings your mood down. That might not, that's not what actually happened. That's just the kind of scenario spirit showing me like you can be in a good mood and then something happens and it brings you down so far, so fast. Like you're from 60 to 0. You know that kind of energy that is? That's what spirit's showing me is when you shifted to that higher vibration, the stuff in your life, the people in your life, the situations in your life, the ways that you've been operating in your body that aren't serving that higher timeline are standing out like sore thumbs now. It's like going from that, yeah, everything's good. And then it's like, it's spirit's showing me that's so funny. I don't know if you watch The Office or if any of you watch The Office, but there's a character, Andy, who was dating this girl, Jessica, and his ex-girlfriend, Erin, is the receptionist where they work. This is going to sound very convoluted if you haven't watched The Office, but Jessica and Andy, he's introducing his new girlfriend to all these people, and Erin, his ex-girlfriend, works there, and she's jealous and she's kind of upset, and she gets this other girl, her friend Kelly, that also works there, in on it, and Jessica, the new girlfriend of Andy, is like excited, meeting people, in a good mood, and then because Erin was upset, Kelly, her other friend, was like, Jessica, did you fart? Like, so gross, so random, so mean, and Jessica's just kind of like, no, like well, you really brought me down. Like, what the heck? That's kind of the energy when you shift to this high timeline, and then all the stuff that's not working in your life really stands out. I don't even know why they showed me that scenario, but like it kind of plays in with what they were showing me. Like, you're in a good mood, then you get a bad phone call and your vibration drops. It's not that your vibration dropped though, so it's weird that they're giving me that example. It might even be like two things they're trying to show me at the same time that I'm not quite interpreting correctly. Yeah, they're like, yeah, that's what we're doing. So let me examine this. Let me unpack this. They're showing me a lot at the same time. So yes, there is that fact that you did raise your vibration, and now all the little things in your life that aren't serving your highest good are standing out like sore thumbs. And then there is the vibration of, okay, they gave it to me, they showed me. So now that you are in this high vibration, the people, the situations that you now come into contact with that aren't in your highest resonance now will give you that anxiety. That's that Kelly coming in like, Jessica, did you fart? That's what they're okay. So they're showing me two things at the same time, and I thought it was one big thing. It's two things. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. You might have to go back and watch this again to really unwrap what we're talking about here. But there is this adaptability. You are adapting to this higher timeline, and as a result of you adapting, you're gonna see all those sore thumbs sticking out of the energy, people, situations that aren't serving this new vibration, this new timeline version of Niaja that's on and popping right now. You're gonna be able to adapt and move through those and level up where you need to. But you also have that patience card coming out. So this isn't something that's gonna happen overnight for you. This is kind of a learning curve to really feel into this new energy. So, especially because we do have that full moon coming up in 2 to 3 days from now. It might amp up just a little with that anxiety, but just feel into it and ask Spirit, what are you trying to show me with this anxiety? And right as I'm saying that, we've got 4:22 on my clock. So there's a 22 coming in hot for you to know about, a 22. We also have a 36, which adds up to a 9. This is leaving that old cycle. So yes, you've left that old timeline, that old energy, but at the same time, you're still trying to operate as the Niaja from that old energy, and it's not working. So it's creating also that anxiety. And the people in your life, the situations in your life, even they're showing me almost like you going out and running simple errands is like so difficult right now, just because the energy has shifted so much. Like the energy and the chaos out in the collective right now is heavy for a lot of us. So what I see is, maybe even just kind of doing a mini bit of hermit mode for a while till after this full moon energy. Oh, on the 27th. Thank you so much for that, Linda. Kind of hermiting yourself away for a little bit. Yeah, the Nirvana shirt. Linda loves your Nirvana shirt. Hermiting yourself away for just a little bit to really get your bearings in this new energy will really help you. Plus also the ascension energies we're getting, all of the Schumann resonance, whiting out those days. What else happened? Oh, the solar storms, that big solar tornado that spun right off the earth, or not the earth, toward the earth. Lots has been going on geomagnetically, so to speak. So what does Niaja need to know about this? What else? Anything else to wrap this up for Niaja, about this anxiety, about the patience to really feel through it? What does she need to know? Journey by moonlight, believe in magic, and that's right, the hermiting. Maybe kind of going within the hermit mode. And the journey by moonlight, so most people are asleep at night, right? So that is almost like you kind of becoming a night owl for a while, or if you're having trouble sleeping, this is why. Because you're being called to be awake or up and at it, while most people's energy is quieted down, so that you can actually think, so that you can actually breathe, and not feel so anxious, because when everyone else is awake and operating and doing their thing, you really pick up as that empath. You pick up on that energy, that anxiety, that stress that other people are getting watching the news. And I just heard a lot of this anxiety and stress isn't even yours, Naisha. Oh, it happened the day you went to the hospital. Oh, I think I had to turn my notifications off on a lot of stuff, but I think I had seen something about you having to go to the hospital. I didn't read what all that was about, but I'm like, oh no, I hope she's okay. And then I saw you in my chat today. I'm like, oh good, she's okay. Man, so I hope you're okay. But believe in magic. So if you feel these sleepless nights coming up, or the anxiety, just go within. Hermit yourself away. Don't beat yourself up. You're not getting enough sleep when you should be sleeping, or feel you should be sleeping. You have some grace with yourself as you go kind of through this anxious time, because a lot of people are feeling this, and you're not alone. You're not alone in that energy either. Sometimes just knowing exactly what is causing the anxiety makes a world of difference. Yeah. And I think you've gotten some pretty good hints and pointers and indicators as to what that could be. So you may have to watch this back again, like I said, to really unpack a lot of this. But yeah, that's what we're picking up on. So I hope that resonated, Naisha. And thanks again, Katie R, for your awesome donation in Naisha's honor as that benefactor. I love that. So sweet. I love how you guys support each other so much. It's so beautiful. All right, free question, Mosh Pit. So go ahead and post your questions that you would like answered for free, and we will jump right into it. And when we come back, we've got Piello, Copelli, and then we've got Archie. Yes, I was for the longest time calling Piello. I was calling Philo instead, because I was reading it phonetically. And I'm glad that you told me it was actually Piello, and I think you were named after your grandfather or something, if I remember correctly. That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a moment to let the list populate. I'm going to take another drink of my beverages. I quit having my daily coffee in February of 2017, but maybe once every 3 or 4 or 5 months, I will get a coffee, and usually it's a decaf, because it's just for the taste of it. I don't want the caffeine. I rarely have caffeine. I just get trace amounts of it in the tea that I drink daily. But once in a while with those headaches, today I actually was like, yeah, just do. Normally this is a 4-shot latte, but I'm like, just do 2 shots of caffeine. That should be enough to really help that headache, and it helped. So I'm not advocating going and medicating yourself with caffeine, but it was either that or ibuprofen, and I just struggle to take any kind of pharmaceutical. If I don't have to, I won't. And just asking Archangel Raphael, my own energy healer self, to kind of ease that back of the neck, back of the head tension. But at least my neck pain that I've been having for months and months is gone. Yay. It's been gone for almost a month now. But it's just that headache that stems and starts at that Zeal chakra point. Ascension energies. Okay. What do we have here? You never forget that. I love that. All right. So Robin, we're going to go to your question. Does Spirit have any message for me regarding love? Okay, so let's tap into this for Robin Stinson. Any messages from Spirit about Robin, or for Robin, regarding love? Any messages? Ooh. Okay. So we have here, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there is someone coming in. We also have the deception card here. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And this can be as innocent as just trying to put your best foot forward when you first meet with someone. And that's mostly the vibe I'm getting off the top. But let's go to the tarot just to dive into this person's energy. What's going on for Robin in love and this person's energy? So you have the World. So you may actually meet someone after you take a significant vacation or a significant trip. You could either meet this person on the vacation or trip, or when you get back home, you could meet this person once you take that vacation. Because think of it this way, at least this is how I think of when I feel called to visit an area or go on a vacation to a specific location or place, or to visit certain family members in a certain location. It's because my vibe needs that energy, or that place needs my energy, or vice versa, or both. Could be very mutual. But when we travel, when we go places, that changes us. That like, what's the word I'm looking for? That like turns on certain like valves or pieces of ourselves that weren't turned on before. Brings more of our light online, if you will. So traveling is very important for especially those who have that kind of wanderlust and want to travel. Travel is something very beneficial and very important to many starseeds, light workers, earth angels, especially those who've lived on many planets, many continents, many places, been to Earth many times, been to other places many times. We are travelers on a soul level. We are travelers. We love travel. And a lot of people, when they incarnate, they continue to want to travel and see the world. Like there are those people who will backpack. Before they go to college, they want to backpack through Europe or go on road trips with friends. Like that is like an innate part of many of our soul's missions is to visit as many places as we can. Or if we're called to specific locales or areas, there's a soul reason for that. And I have a feeling, because this world came out here, that once you visit, this could be anywhere that your intuition is calling you to. You won't necessarily meet that person there, although you absolutely can. But when you come home from that, you're going to feel like a new person because you're shifting into more of who you are on a soul level. We have here the Five of Wands. Also, travel can actually bring you... Oh, Boston, can you deal with the dog? Travel will actually bring you out of a funk, bring you out of conflict with yourself, with others. It'll reset your energy. It's just a good idea all around to get you out in the world and experiencing new things, because you take that Five of Wands conflict energy, and with this depiction, you break it down into a Two of Wands, which is planning, and a Three of Wands, which is travel. So I love that. And, travel, aka also, taking action on those plans that you've made. So I think planning a trip is going to be key. Once you come home from a very significant trip that feels like almost like a soul retreat to you, that's when you're going to meet this person. So whenever that is, depending on actions you take or don't take, that's going to be when you meet this person. I want to actually get you, let's get some information on this person's astrological sign, personality, anything that Spirit wants you to know about this future person or Robin. Two want to come out. Page of Wands and Nine of Swords. Yeah. So this person like currently is probably going through some major stuff, major nightmare energy, major anxiety, sleepless nights, insomnia. They could even be going through a current breakup right now. So they might be with someone or in the near future are going to be breaking up. But wherever they're at in their relationship status, they're not here for it. They're not having a good time in the relationship, or if they had just ended something, they may need a hot minute to just recollect and regather their energy to remember who they are again. And that with this Page of Wands, this person is someone who is a seeker, who is a traveler. Wands love to travel. Those fire signs love to travel. I think Sagittarius is long distance travel. This person could be a Sagittarius. Man, they are really stressing that travel for you, Robin. Maybe you do meet this person on your trip. I'm just saying, I don't know. Or maybe you meet someone online and then plan a trip to go meet them. Wow, I'm getting chills now. First time in live stream. Getting chills. But there's something to do with travel, something to do. I think this person is a fire sign. Sun, moon, rising, especially that Sagittarius. Even prominent placements within Sagittarius could be a Rahu North Node, South Node, Jupiter. Very strong Sagittarius placement, which Jupiter would be very strong in Sagittarius. And is there anything exalted in Sagittarius? The South Node. The South Node, or Ketu, in Vedic astrology at least, is exalted or at its highest attention within the sign of Sagittarius. And I only know that one because my South Node is in Sagittarius. So bonus, now I know that. But look, this person is excited about life. They're passionate about what it is they plan to do and make happen. Let's grab one card from the archetype deck just to get a bigger read on their personality. Here it is. Father. So you're probably having children with this person. Talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. This person not only is this Page of Wands energy right now, they're going to become a King of Wands. Like that's their ultimate desire, or that Emperor is that ultimate father figure, which, you know, King of Wands is kind of lower octave of that Emperor energy, which is an Aries. So this person could also have dominant Aries in their chart as well. So I hope that resonated for you, brought you some guidance, Robin, on your future love. Travel, do some travel. It'll really do your soul some good. Okay. Pielo, you are up, my friend. Salt baths and grounding meditations help me a lot. Yes, I didn't even touch on all of that grounding and self-care. But I talked to you enough, Naija, about grounding and self-care that I guess at this point it's just assumed that I would talk about that. So I did not talk about it this time. Interesting. But yes, grounding and salt baths and self-care is always a good idea. Always. All right. So Pielo, you are up. And then Archie. And then that's all I have on my list. So if you want a guaranteed reading today, you can always send a donation over on PayPal. Otherwise, I'll take one more free question mosh pit right after Archie's question. If Jamie Lee doesn't show up, we'll also do hers, or if she does, or if she doesn't. And then also one more free question mosh pit. And then I will be on live tomorrow. And tomorrow's minimum donation will actually only be $5. We're going to still keep the rapid fire Sundays as a $5 minimum. So I didn't want to raise the donation amount to $5 and then, or $10 and then exclude everybody that was really counting on that. Because again, I'm not doing this for the money. The script tells me to jump, I say how high, and they told me to jump the price a little bit. So that's why I did that. But I wanted to maintain my Sundays as still decently cheap for anyone to be able to buy themselves a guaranteed reading. And of course, we always have free question mosh pits. And if we run out of time on Sundays, I still like to take free questions where I can on Sundays. Okay, so Pielo wants to know, hello, Amanda, life has been feeling stagnant for the past year. I'd like to know why things haven't been moving forward or moving, and what can I do to make things better? Okay, so let's go. Where are we going? Oh, I put these in the wrong place. That's why I didn't see it over there. I'm going to ask why Pielo has been feeling stagnant for the past year and things haven't been moving, and what can we do to make things better? Pielo. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful energy popping in already. Okay, wow. So this kind of stagnant energy has been actually keeping you almost in that chrysalis phase. Boston, can you go let him out? He's barking right out the door there. Sorry, baby. This has been preparing you for something that you've been planning to make manifest or to make happen in your life. The 42 there, that adds up to a 6, which is all about finding that balance in your life, that unconditional loving energy, loving yourself through this stagnant energy, even asking your guides and angels, what is this stagnancy or stuck energy? What is this trying to teach me? What do I need to do to move forward? That will help you. You will get those signs, synchronicities, thoughts, opportunities, and ideas from spirit for ways you can, cast that net and start bringing in that abundance that you want. But I think you've been being prepared to be able to really hold more light, to operate in a higher vibration. And a lot of the world, that's a collective energy. Think of what's been going on over the last year. Many of us have felt stuck or stagnant. And there have been those like me. I haven't really felt stuck or stagnant in, kind of what it is I'm here to do. Oh no, you can still donate. We're still going strong, Stardust. If you would love to do that, absolutely. But many of us have felt that collective stagnancy. But, me already being someone who was working from home, I amped it up even more. So I felt like 2020 and the beginning of 2021 so far has been a very fast moving and productive time for me, just in being able to do what I love doing, which is giving guidance to those, or just letting other people know that they can tap into their own inner guidance through connecting with their own higher self. Like, that's a big part of the messages I want people to know is I'm nothing special. I'm no one special. I'm just living my light, and you can live your light as well. We are all fractals of that infinite source of light. source, God, the universe, whatever you want to call that. We are all that. But we all forgot, most of us anyway, forgot that we are that light. But you are prepared, something is preparing to come to fruition for you. And this kind of stuck or stagnant energy has been to prepare you, because you wouldn't have been able to move forward with what it is you're here to do and what it is you're going to actually manifest in your life if you had been pushing forward, and moving this whole time. So you've been in that chrysalis phase. And I think you're right now kind of in that phase where that butterfly comes out of the chrysalis. And of course, that chrysalis can't just, or the butterfly just can't take flight the second it emerges. You know, it's got those sticky, wet, tacky wings. It can't just take flight. Otherwise, oh, Linda, yes, we have your donation. Thank you so much. We will get you on the list. And I'll just let you know when it's your turn and you can ask your question right then. So we'll get you on the list. Thank you so much, Ethan. And then when Stardust donates, if she would like to do that, we will get her on the list as well. But here, preparations come to fruition. You are, like I was saying about that, the butterfly. That's kind of where you're at now. Oh, we've got Stardust as well. So Stardust is coming in right after Linda Haggerty. Thank you so much. So you're kind of in that phase of, okay, I've emerged, but I'm not quite ready to take flight yet. But look, you've got this first breath, beginner's mind, 21. So you are on the start of something new. There's something new you're going to be able to start taking flight on. And this could even be something you've been working for a long time, but you're shifting the way you're thinking of it, because that beginner's mind is a very open-minded, ready to learn everything and very open to receiving help or energetic, just think of it this way. If there's something you've been doing for a long time, like for instance, me, I've been reading tarot since 97. So to me, I still love to keep an open mind, and like every new tarot deck I get, it gives me a whole new 78 cards full of new promise, possibility, because I don't read any two tarot decks the same way because the pictures are different. The energy of the deck and the depictions that are on it are different. So it's almost like I have a beginner's mind, even though I've been doing this for 20 some years. I have a beginner's mind with each new deck I have, and even certain decks I've had for years, sometimes they just give me new insight that I never saw in that same card before. So keeping that open mind really kind of puts you in the foot of the beginner, where you're just so open to new stuff that you're ready for that new opportunity, that new guidance, that new whatever that wants to come in. But also you have on the back of the deck, covenant, sacred contract with the number 7. So that number 7 is all about going within, that introspection, Pielo, really just knowing what it is you're here to do, that life purpose, that life mission, researching what it is you need to do to move forward and create the life that you're wanting. But look, here she has all those planets. It's like the planets have aligned and she's ready to do what she came here to do. And with this sacred contract, it's almost like that old contract of playing small and not really having things move forward, that's ending. And as a result of you going within, doing that spiritual work, you're getting a new contract where there's a lot more action and, just feeling really good about what's going on in your life, and moving forward for sure. But me talks, repairing the body, mind, and spirit with the number 39. So you are, doing that self-care, detoxing your body, taking care of yourself, getting out in nature. These are all ways you can move through this old energy to move into something new. So I hope that resonated for you, Pielo. Beautiful, beautiful insight and messages coming in. But I don't think you're going to be stuck where you're at long, because you have emerged from that chrysalis. It's just you need a little bit of patience for now to allow those wings to dry out so that you can take flight. So I love that. Beautiful energy. I hope that resonated for you. All right, Archie, it is your turn, my friend. So go ahead and post your question. And then after Archie, we've got Linda Haggerty and then Stardust. And then if we don't have any other donations come in, we will do our last free question mosh pit and then we'll wrap it up. But if you were wanting a guaranteed reading today, you can always send a donation. And otherwise, you can take your chances in the very last free question mosh pit that we're going to have coming up after Stardust question. So we've got, yes, Archie, you did send it in the PayPal notes. Thank you. I will get right on that. So we've got Archie, Linda Haggerty, and Stardust. We've got 3 paid readings left, and then I'm going to do a free question mosh pit. unless more donations come in, we'll put them as priority. But before I go, I will do one more free question mosh pit. And if you're new here, the free question mosh pit is basically when I say, okay, time for the free question mosh pit. What you will do at that point, not yet, this is just me telling you what to do when the time comes. You'll post your question one time in the chat, and my guides will help me intuitively select one of your questions to answer for free. Okay, so let's see for Arshi's question. I'm going to have to log in because this is a long question. Let's see. 1 second. Stand by. Okay, sorry for long message. Please find my question below, underlined in previous reading. You had told me that it might not work out with the new girl, and there is writing on the wall. There is passion between us. But I feel that she is someone who he and his family knows before he met me, so I feel I am new girl. There were a lot of things unsaid. I don't understand why I said those things just before lockdown was put in place. Oh, got a notification that covered me up. I don't understand why I said those things just before lockdown was put in place where he completely denied feelings for me. We're never actual relationships like each other. Company is thinking of permanent work from a home, which means I might never meet or see him in person. Last 2 weeks, I apologized to him for whatever weird things I said in a small way, but a lot of things are still unsaid. So much happened with me personally while he blocked me. Would it be a good time to reach out? Although I still can't put into words whatever happened. Maybe what he wants from me is honesty. Okay, so would it be a good time to reach out is the question, and let's tap into that energy and maybe pull a card to clarify whatever comes through. So would it be a good time to reach out again? Okay, so we have 3 coming out. We have listen to your intuition, ask for help from others, and I do believe this did come out in your email reading that we did, if I remember correctly, or there were helpful people, something like that. There were other people that want to help facilitate this connection. But listening to your intuition, and we have here the word yes. This is the biggest yes you can get in this deck. So I would say now would be the time, or any time that your intuition is saying. If you feel like you need to give them some space for a minute, then do that. But use your intuition to figure out when this will be, when it will be that you will reach back out to him, and that'll really help you. Let's get one more word of guidance on this connection. Any help from the relationship affirmators deck for Arshi and this person who we've already connected her to. Any words of advice about this relationship? Any guidance? Okay, we've got here ownership. And I love that this is coming out for you have said things that you didn't mean and you wish you hadn't said. So ownership. I take ownership for how I make others feel, and I do my part to repair any bridges I might have burned or perhaps even slightly singed. If bridge mending feels impossible, then I can start small. Instead of becoming a bridge architect, maybe I'll just skip the bridge and walk the long way around. Taking ownership is great for burning calories. So yes, owning those mean things you said, apologizing, saying if there's anything I can do to make up for that, that's all going to help you. If you feel anxious every time thinking of doing that, it's been almost a year, and even maybe that is whether you get together in the long run or not. Maybe just you owning up to what you did will help you come to some peace of mind and really tap into your own self-care, self-love that'll put you on a healthier path for you and a possible future connection either with this person or with someone new, because you don't want to drag this old energy even into a new relationship or even into the relationship if you're hoping to create a relationship with him in the future. This is energy you want to take ownership of and then forgive yourself for, but maybe even you apologizing, that would really help put you back on track. So I hope that resonated for you, Arshi. Thanks again for your donation, and I hope that helped you. But speaking your truth will be important. Whether he forgives you or not, that's kind of his own interpretation to leave up to him. But at least you can forgive yourself and know that you've spoken your truth, and say everything you need to say if he's willing to listen. And that's really the best you can do. And then the ball's in his court from that point forward. So I hope that resonated for you, Arshi. Thanks again for your lovely donation. So Linda Haggerty already has her question. And then Stardust, you're on deck. Okay, let me just double check. Oh, we had Michelle Lynn come in. I thought I saw something from Michelle Lynn when I was reading Archie's question. Michelle, let me know if that was you donating. I thought it was. Yes, there it is. Okay, yes or no question for Michelle Lynn. Thank you. Okay, so Linda Haggerty. When is the best time to visit family in May? Lots of chaos recently, and I want to go to at a most beneficial time. And also, if you can tell me the trip will go well overall, thank you. Absolutely. So let's find out when the best time is to visit in May. This die only goes up to the number 12. So maybe I'll roll it a couple times. We can add those together. If you're wanting to know if May is the best time, we can ask that yes or no first. Let's start there maybe, huh? And this is family. This is, people you love. So we'll use rose quartz. Okay. Intuitively. Oh, Archie, I think I will be positive, at least on your end. You will feel like, okay, I said there will be nothing left unsaid. If you're able to speak your truth and tell him, whether he accepts the apology and wants to make a life with you eventually or not, either way, you've done everything you could, and that will put you in a trajectory to feel like you can move forward either with him or without him. Again, that will be your own intuition, and how he responds to that, that's all going to play a role. So I hope that resonated. Okay, so for Linda, when is the best time to visit? Is it going to be the month of May? Is that a good month for Linda to visit? Well, first, will you work with us? Yes. Okay. Is the month of May a good month for Linda to visit family? Big yes. Yeah, it's not changing at all. Lots of chaos recently. We want to go, oh, whoops. We've got some updated nano purge and cleanse information coming in from my cousin. Thank you so much for that. We all need to purge those nanobots and nanotechnologies. Yeah, May is going to be a good time. Let's just see. Let's roll the die, and then we'll ask, is that date a good date? And we'll do it a couple times. Maybe we'll add a couple dates together, see if and we'll use the pendulum for clarification. So we've got the 3. Is May 3rd a good time? No. So we're going to add that 3 to something that we roll now. A 2. So is the May 5th a better time? No. So should we still add these numbers to something else? No. Well, then what are you doing? What are you telling us? Oh, maybe that's telling us May. 3 and 2 is 5. Is that May? Okay. Okay, they're being smart with us here, Linda. Okay, so we've got a 7. Is May 7th a good day? Yes. Okay, let's see another number. May 8th? So maybe May 7th and 8th, or adding those together, May 15th. Would that be a good day to go? Yes. So May 7th, May 8th, May 15th, somewhere in between there. Would even dates past that 15th of May work out? Yeah. I think May in general is just a good month to go. Maybe starting after May 7th, May 8th, on the rest of the month, you have like a green light. Everything should be good. So let's pull a few cards just to see what's going to go on. Let me reread your question so we can really get detailed with it here. Beneficial time. So yeah, after May 7th will be the most beneficial time. Anytime after that. And also tell if the trip would go well overall. So let us know what we need to know about this trip, and will it go well overall? We'll ask about that on the pendulum as well. But anything about this trip that needs to come out for Linda. Okay, got 2. Okay. Ask the, what do you call this? Amethyst. Okay, will you work with us? Yes. Okay, will this trip go well overall for Linda visiting her family in May? Yeah, no, it's not shifting at all. So big yes, everything should go well. Okay, so we got 2 cards coming out to talk about it. So work through your fears, New Moon and Scorpio. So any fears you have surrounding just the chaos going on in the world, working through those, really examining. What does this mean for me? Is this chaos going on in the place I'm trying to visit my family? What do I need to know about that? And also communicating with spirit about any fears you do have is going to be key. Communication is key to really help you work through these fears. And I think this full moon coming up on the 27th, which is 3 days from now, this full moon is occurring in the western sign of Scorpio. So yes, beautiful time to really work through any fears you have. It's happening in the Vedic sign of Libra. So whichever resonates for you more. take that as it resonates. But communication will be key. Communicating with where you're staying, what you're eating, all the plans that you have and the people involved in those plans, just communicating and maybe even over communicating the plans just to make sure everyone's on the same page, that things will run smoothly with the plans that you have. Because you're taking a trip to visit family, let's go to the Sacred Traveler, always a good one to contact for some good guidance on trips. For Linda, overall success of this trip for Linda, visiting family. Got two that want to come out here. So embracing enthusiasm. So you're excited about this trip. Shout to the heavens with happiness. This is going to be a really fun trip, a rejuvenating trip, just a trip that you've needed. Your soul, your heart has been longing for this. And there may even be some transformation that takes place because remember we were talking in, was it Robin Stinson's reading, about how important travel is for those light workers, starseeds, earth angels, because we need the vibration of different places. Because think of it this way. Just think of your own community as kind of the world, right? If you're just staying in your home, in the grand scheme of the planet, just pretend your home is your town or your kind of state or your kind of immediate area within a 200-mile radius or so. That's your home. When we stay home all the time, we kind of feel stuck or stagnant or blah about life. But then say we go visit some family members a couple hundred miles away, or we get on an airplane and fly across the country. We're really getting out there and experiencing something new. So think of just staying in your own town all the time, or in your own state or your own kind of 200-mile radius all the time. That really does keep you feeling kind of stuck or stagnant. So when you can put yourself out there and move and shift and wander, that helps your energy so much as a soul. On a soul level, it's so good for all of us to get out there once in a while. Even if you're a homebody and a hermit, it's still good for all of us to get out there once in a while. But also watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. So make sure you're not packing so many activities or places you want to visit on this trip to where you have no time to just enjoy yourself and be present and relax and take a nap and maybe read a good book in a hammock by the sea. I don't know, wherever you're planning to go. Ooh, thank you. Thinking of May 8th. Well, that would be a bet. I mean, they literally put the 8 out there for you. That would be a beautiful time. But make sure you're not packing this trip with so much that you're, because just traveling alone, whether you're driving, flying, walking, whatever it is you're doing to get there, that can be tiring. And you may need the day that you're traveling to and from to make sure you're relaxing once you get there. And then once you get home, you're relaxing again. But also at certain points along the trip, you're taking that time to make sure you're getting enough sleep and enough water and enough, connection with nature and good food and all that, still do the self-care while you're on your trip. But to me, it feels like it's going to be exciting and transformational and rejuvenating as well. Because I think I got the word rejuvenating before we even pulled this one, if I remember right. So make sure you're, taking some downtime as well. You're not trying to overstimulate yourself too much during the trip. Or if you just are go because you are so enthusiastic and excited, when you get home from the trip, make sure you are taking a day to just reground yourself in your current place. So I hope that resonated, but it looks to me like it's going to be a really fun time. Lots of laughs, lots of love, lots of just exciting energy. It's going to be so good for you, so good for your soul to reconnect with those family members and, get out of your comfort zone of your home and your town and get out there. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Oh, Linda, yeah, we've been doing yours, and then I think you kind of picked up. Thank you, thinking of May 8th. Yeah, so I'm currently at the 2-hour, 57-minute, and 26-second mark of this live stream. So if you wanted to write that down and then scroll back, we've probably been doing your reading 7-8 minutes, if I had to guess, before that. So about the 2-hour, 50-minute mark-ish. That will be probably about where your reading starts, or maybe slightly after that. So you can go back and watch all of it again if you missed part of it because someone was at the door. It's here for eternity until YouTube deletes it, because I'm not going to delete the video. So it'll post to my channel once I'm done being live. Or at least if you're subscribed, it'll show up in your subscription feed, but may not show up on my page until it has processed or whatever it does behind the scenes. Okay, Stardust, you have your question out. Thank you so much for that. And then Michelle Lynn, you're on deck. You can go ahead and post your yes or no here in a very short moment. So Stardust, how is my coworker W feeling for me right now? Will I end up with him being in a long-term relationship or with someone else? Okay, let's ask how this coworker is feeling currently right now. Coworker W. So how is this coworker W currently feeling for Stardust right now? Let's just get one or two, Spirit. There's two. And will you end up with him? Let's see, were you reading that right? Will Stardust end up being with W in a committed relationship? Will Stardust end up being with W in a committed relationship? Or will Stardust be ending up with someone else? Get a card on that as well. Okay. All right. So with W, we have romance. But with someone else, we've got also big happy changes. So to me, it's like you're in the driver's seat. You may even have your choice between W and someone else, either in the past, right now, or coming up, however it resonates for you. But there are big happy changes coming to your love life, regardless of who you're going to end up with. But for W, how is he feeling about you? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So he's starting to open up more to the thought of being in a relationship. I don't know if he recently was someone who broke up with someone or is currently with someone, but it's like he's shifting something within his relationship to where he's more open to receive love, but also calling in your soulmate. So this is his energy, how he feels about you. He feels this soul connection between the two of you. And again, we've got many soulmates in our lives, so we don't always end up with a soulmate or a twin flame. We can, or we can end up with a soulmate for a while, break up with them, go with another soulmate, break up with them, end up with a twin flame, or any combination of whatever. Karmic relationships thrown in there. But it says here, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So I think that's kind of more your advice, but I think he's been thinking about you a lot in a romantic way, because we asked how he felt about you, and these are the two cards that came out. So maybe he's visualizing the two of you together, or if he's still in a relationship or recently broken up, maybe he's been thinking about you a lot, and that might have been the catalyst for the breakup. I don't know. Even if this breakup happened 2 years ago, there's something about his most recent relationship that is still with him. Maybe unhealed stuff that he's still working through, especially with this, it's safe for you to love. Maybe he's just still vulnerable to open his heart, but he's there. He's ready now. He's ready. Very soon, if not already right now. Okay, so if W could tell Stardust anything, what would it be? One message, dear Spirit. Here it is. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So he wants you to be true to yourself, and he will be true to himself. Like, that's the vibe we get here. Also, we've got embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So he's definitely been having you on his mind, and not just that platonic way. This is very romantic. He wants to feel you against him in a hug, or just be in your energy, in your presence. It really brightens his day. So I don't know if he's someone when you first get to work or when you see him, the first thing you see out of him when he realizes you're in the room is a big, bright smile. That's what I'm Spirit showing me, is a big, bright smile. Really big, like a whole face smile. Like, it just lights his whole day up to be able to see you, to spend time with you, to even be able to work with you. It really does his heart good. But, you know, romance is in the air between the two of you, because we asked if that relationship would be between the two of you. We got the romance card. And this is kind of a yes or no deck. This is the only, you know, quote unquote, love and romance card in this whole deck, and you got it. You got it. So, yeah, usually he would always watch me. Well, there you go. He's definitely got his eye on you and been thinking about you, trying to call you in for a while. But again, if there's someone else on your radar, that could also be a potential possibility, because we've got big happy changes coming with even someone else. I mean, you're in the driver's seat. Let's pull a tarot card and see if there's any guidance on maybe having to choose between two people, or if you'll like one more than the other. Let's just see what comes out of the tarot about W or a potential second person. Elder of Wands, which is King of Wands. And we've got Child of Wands, which is Page of Wands. Oh, I like this. This fell out on W. This fell out kind of more toward the other person. So I think W would probably be a better fit for you if you're looking for stable long-term commitment. because the king is kind of superior to the page of wands or child of wands in this deck. This person's more young, immature, maybe not looking for anything as committed as this king would be looking for. This is more mature, more passionate about life and having that love relationship than maybe the page of wands here. But this page of wands is looking for fun, looking for excitement and passion as well. Just maybe not with just one person. Maybe they want a couple people. Or they're just immature in some way romantically, to where it might take them a little longer to settle down than it would take W. However that resonates. I hope that brought a little bit of clarity to you, Stardust. And thanks again for your lovely donation. I'm a Scorpio rising and your reading resonated. Thank you. You're so welcome, Linda. Awesome. Well, there's your work through your fears. Your fears are just about your even physical self going on this trip, just from all the chaos going on. I don't blame anyone who's kind of fearful to travel right now. I mean, things are weird. This is a weird world we're living in right now. So I totally get it. Totally, totally. Yes, this resonates. Oh, I'm so glad. All right, Michelle Lynn, my dear, go ahead and post your yes or no. And my friend Jamie Lynn, if you're here, let us know. Otherwise, we will make sure we put you on the holdover list for tomorrow and Wednesday and Saturday. Whenever it is we see you again, we will definitely honor that. Thank you again, Jamie Lee. Okay. If I knew her question, I could actually answer it. It's just a yes or no, but I think she had just mentioned I just want a yes or no question rather than this is my yes or no question. Okay, so for Michelle Lynn, taxes haven't been stressing me out. I apparently owe a large amount back because of financial move I did in August. Now, I'm wondering if I made the right decision. Will I owe this large amount of money? Okay, let's just ask, will you owe this large amount of money? And let's ask if you did the right thing. I totally read it the way, but then I interpreted it as have been stressing. Yeah, totally get it. Okay, so did you make the right move? We've got the situation will improve. So it may not have been the right move, so to speak, but things are going to be okay. So even if you do, because what we got with, do you have to pay it? It says here within the next few weeks. Within the next few weeks, you will know what's going on with this. But your worst fears will not come to fruition because things are improving. The situation is improving. And this may have been some sort of little, kind of like we got with someone earlier with the wake-up call card. This could have been a bit of a wake-up call for you to be able to kind of make a mistake financially so that you could learn better ways of budgeting, better ways of, filling out paperwork, better ways of doing your finances and income. But in the long term, like Spirit's showing me, a year from now, this is not even going to be a worry for you. So it might worry you right now just because we worry. I mean, financial situations in general are just stressful. I mean, remember me at the beginning of the live just feeling really crazy about just upping my price from $5 to $10. I totally get it. I'm totally on board. But you don't have anything to worry about long term. This might be kind of a short term kind of nuisance or just kind of little thing to deal with, but this is not something that's going to affect you long term or be like such a large amount that like you're going to be out of house and home kind of thing. You're going to be okay. But let's just get some guidance about this financial situation and paying this money and what you need to know. We've got here rejuvenate and raise your vibration. So I think once you kind of even asking your guides and angels, why was I guided to make this change in my situation in August to make me have to pay a little more money than I wanted to? Why? And what am I learning from this? Asking them will help you rejuvenate. But I think this is, okay, now they're showing me as a result of this timeline hop that you've done, it's not going to be as serious as you think it is right now. It's not. It's not going to be the big amount you're thinking. It might be more than you wish to have had to pay, but it's not going to be this astronomical amount that Spirit's showing me, like dollar signs. It's not going to be like that. But raise your vibration. Do the self-care. Don't beat yourself up for this decision you made because it was in your best interest at the time. Maybe just the fact that you are now on a different timeline, it's still serving your highest good now, though, too, because there's a lesson here. whatever timeline you're on, it happened for a reason is what they're showing me. Let's see what else is trying to come out. There's like one more card from this deck that needs to come out to clarify this. Reassess. Yeah, this is helping you really fine tooth your your budget, where money's going out, where money's coming in, ways you can increase your savings. Like this has helped you really kind of put a hand on a pulse of your actual financial dealings. And it's going to help you in the long term, even if you're paying more money than you want to right now and in the near future, within the next few weeks or whatever. Even still, it's helped you learn a lesson about financial abundance and just budgeting in general. It's teaching you some sort of lesson that you're actually going to grow from and learn from. This is not something that's holding you back. If anything, this is going to be kind of a springboard you can use in your future to not make the same mistake twice kind of vibe. So I hope that resonated for you, Michelle Lynn, and thanks again for your lovely donation. Anything and everything that happens serves our highest good. It absolutely does. Of course, our ego mind or our third dimensional way or our society's way of kind of programming us to think, well, that's positive and that's negative. But from Spirit's point of view, it's all just, it is what it is. Like, that's what I'm hearing. It's just, it is what it is. And, you know, we're going through the ups and downs and wheels and spins of life because we're here to learn something. If everything was constantly perfect, what's the point of even incarnating, right? Because we can get that perfection when we're in our true form on the other side. We don't even need to incarnate if we just want perfection all the time. There would have been no reason to even come here, right? So we are learning lessons, and absolutely. So I think it's definitely a lesson. I was wondering what this was teaching me. True, it's more annoying. Thank you. I was thinking the same thing. All serves its purpose. Absolutely. Okay. Free question Mosh Pit. If you have a question you would like answered for free, this is going to be your last opportunity today to find out what that could be for you. I'm going to have you post your question one time in the chat box, and my guides and angels will intuitively or guide me to intuitively select one of your questions. So go ahead and just post it one time, and I'm going to look away, let you guys populate my list, and then I will check in on that. And then after that, if we don't get any more donations, this is kind of our last call for donations here. Unless Jamie Lee's here, Jamie Lee, we still owe you one here. But if you want your question answer guaranteed, you can always send your donation. You have about probably 5 minutes to be able to do that before I'm going to sign off. And Dr. Lupo is actually going to be live doing Crystal Tarot, aka Lithomancy, over on his channel, which is Dr. Taryn P. Lupo. This link will take you there. I'm going to post it when I'm signing off. I'm not sure if he's got his scheduled already, but he normally will go live about 6 p.m. Mountain Time or 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which is about 48 minutes from now, 47 minutes from now, 46 minutes, 49 minutes, somewhere in there. Less than an hour from now is when he will be live. Okay, so go ahead and post your questions, and we'll get into it very soon. I'm going to give you guys a few more moments to post your questions. Okay, they're telling me there are 2 people that need their questions, so we're going to honor what Spirit's saying and do 2 questions. So let's see what we got coming in. Okay, so we've got here, who we have. We got G. Soares. Soares. Oh man, if I'm butchering your name, I do apologize. But one day, the Spirit whispered something in my ear before going to sleep, but I only remembered the last sentence. What does communication is the key mean? Ooh, let's go to Moonology for that answer. See what we get from Spirit for G. Soares. What does communication is the key mean for G. Soares? What Spirit whispered in their ear before going to sleep? What does this mean? Anytime you're ready, Spirit. We've got here meditate and contemplate. So I think intuitively you already know what this means for you, what this could mean in your life. But just meditate about it, think about it, and you will get the answer you need. But they also have here, don't let pride get in your way. So they're really painting a picture now where communication is key for you to be able to speak your truth, but don't let pride get in your way. If someone means something to you, tell them. Always speak your truth without letting pride get in your way or feeling like you need to censor your truth around certain people. Communication is the key to unlock what it is you're here to do, is what I just heard. So maybe even you having a job or some sort of life purpose that involves communication with a lot of people, maybe kind of doing similar to what I do here, or being some sort of public speaker, or just the words that you speak are key to helping other people or you healing other people. Your words are very healing for other people, is what I'm hearing now. Just the way you deal with people, and even when you say mean things, it's still teaching people lessons. And when you say mean things to yourself, it's still teaching you a lesson. But show the world the real you. You unlocking that throat chakra, communication being the key for you, that is you being able to shine your light and show the world the real you through your communication, through your throat chakra. Let's go to the chakra love messages and get you also one of these. Anything that needs to come through, that's too many. Anything that needs to come through. G. Suarez, Spirit whispered something in your ear. Okay. And interesting, we've got here security with the root chakra. To feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. And also the crown chakra, calmness. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. So that's almost like not just speaking what it is you're thinking, but almost running what you're thinking before you're speaking it out, running it through that filter of your heart chakra. Is this loving? Is this kind? If the answer is no, don't say it. But communication, the way you communicate, I think is going to shift in a more positive and a way that's going to serve you moving forward, especially if you're someone who either has a hard time telling people how you really feel when people are like, kind of just going with the flow as to not create any kind of conflict. If you're that type of person, then speaking up and speaking your truth is going to be key. But again, if you're on the other side of that coin where you're someone who speaks before you think and you hurt a lot of people's feelings, or you say a lot of mean things, I don't really pick up that energy from you. But maybe you say a lot of mean things in your head about yourself, about others. This is just saying, examining better ways to communicate what it is you're trying to tell people in a more loving way, I guess. So that's what I got for you, G. Suarez. I hope that resonated for you. And also, there was one more they wanted me to do. Whose was it? Let's see. Daniela Ornelas. Hope I'm saying that right. I don't recognize your name, so welcome. But they want to answer your question as well. So advice from the universe for Daniela. Let's go to the shaman dream. That's where we're going. If I can get it. This is hard to pick up off my table. Okay, get it. There we go. All right, so Daniela. Oh, hello, AJ. How are you? I'm doing well. Whoa, Daniela. That's the one we're taking. One there, and this will stack and go back. Okay, so for Daniela, the universe wants you to know. Oh, there's two of them. So heart, home, compassion, the number 27, which adds up to a 9. You're at the end of a cycle where you aren't treating yourself the best or having compassion for yourself. I think you're someone who's very compassionate toward others, but that self-love and self-care is maybe hard for you to come by. Or you beat yourself up a lot for the things that you've done or the things you didn't do, the woulda, shoulda, couldas. You're really, examining what that means for you and tapping into that heart chakra. Since we're talking chakras, let's grab another heart chakra, or maybe heart chakra, any chakra that wants to come out. What is this trying to show Daniela? Any messages from the universe? What does Daniela need to know? No heart. We've got solar plexus chakra, amber, and we've got root chakra, smoky quartz, strength. Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. Also fearlessness, turn your worrier into a warrior. So anything you've been worrying about, there's really no need to worry, but you could turn that worrier into someone who's actually not just going to sit back and worry, but someone who's going to take a very compassionate action forward. You're at the end of that cycle where you're just allowing life to just kind of happen to you. You're ready to start putting intention into what it is you're doing. And if you've already been doing that, then keep going. You're on the right track. You also have the number 20 coming in with the Beast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. So I think there may have been some consequences in the past for you, either not having enough compassion for someone in their situation, or having too much compassion to where this person basically was an energy vampire to you and really kind of took you for granted. And it really left you feeling empty or depleted or not good enough because this person got what they wanted from you and then they were off to the races. They left you behind because they got what they wanted and then they were out. But just know that all your choices have consequences, which we all know. But there is something better. Remember, you're at the end of that cycle of being walked on or others taking advantage of you. You're at the end of that cycle and you're coming into partnership with someone. This could be a friend. This could be a partner. Whether you're single or with someone, if you're already with someone, this is a strengthening of that bond. If you're not with someone yet, there could be someone coming in on deck that wants to create a life with you. Because Feast of Plenty, this is having so much abundance that you want to be able to share it with other people. And that's the energy you're coming into. You already are that person, I think, that wants to share that abundance with other people, Daniela, but this is leaving some for you as well. You having some and giving some to others, and others collaborating and working with you to help all of the people involved. That's the message that the universe has for you, Daniela. I hope it resonated and brought you some guidance and clarity today. And I think that's all we have time for. Let me just double check that no other donations came in. I gave you guys about 5 to 8 minutes, I think, to do that. No, I don't see any more. So I think that's where we're going to leave off today. But thanks for all of your beautiful energy and high vibe tribe. Thanks for hanging out with me. You guys are awesome. But I just want to say thank you. It's been a hot minute. Excuse me. Now my throat chakra is starting to act up because I think I've been talking long enough. But I just want to thank you guys. I've been away for almost, I don't even know how long, a week and a half, 2 weeks, somewhere in there. But I missed you guys, and I'm glad to be back. Hopefully, for sure, unless I have a major migraine, which I don't hopefully anticipate happening, I will be live again tomorrow doing the $5 donation readings. It's the rapid fire readings. There may be potential for free questions to be answered again at that live. And also on my main channel, which we just hit 10,000 subscribers over there. The link for my main channel is in the description if you're new here and want to, in the meantime, if you had a question that did not get answered today, I have a list of hundreds, literally hundreds of pick a card readings over on my main channel, which is in the link in the description, or let me just link it now if I have it. Do I have it? I don't think I have it. Never mind. Check the link in the description. I don't have a link handy for my channel, my other channel, The Done Creative, without the live behind it. This is Done Creative Live. That one's The Done Creative. But I have even intuition exercise playlist where there's a whole, now 27 videos where you can test your intuition. Those are so fun. A lot of people enjoy testing their intuition and going through all that. Otherwise, maybe check out some of, if you had a love question, checking out the love readings playlist I have over on my other channel, or just timeless pick a card readings. I got a big playlist of timeless pick a card readings. I got a May pick a card reading that's kind of pinned on my page over there. If you want to know what's coming up for you in May, go check it out. Just a lot over there as well. And I will be live again Sunday and hopefully Wednesday during the day, but I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be live on Wednesday because it's my birthday, and I'm going to maybe taking it a little easy that day. So depending on if I come on or not, I might. I miss you guys. I might be on. I don't know. But I love you, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And once again, thank you so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see all of you right here back at the Done Creative Live, and also over on my main channel, The Done Creative. Link for that is in the description. All right, bye. Love you. Oh, bye, Alex. I didn't see you till just now. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the happy early birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll be 39. One more year till 40. 1 year closer to 40. All right. Have a good one, guys. I will be live again tomorrow at probably 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So convert that wherever you're at in the world, and I'll see you then. All right. Bye, guys.